Welcome to Breaking the Chain. I'm Jacob.
And I'm Cody.
And we're back on the recording, but we got more spoilers today.
So
and
many
we got
more
the end of the and we got the end of ProQuest. We got a lot.
Yeah.
But to start off, how was your weekend, Fab?
It was good. I also want to start off with this is our 53rd episode. So the first second episode? I guess this is only the second episode of like the next year, isn't it? Because the last one would have been the first of the next year. Because like one through 51 would be year one, and then 52 would start the second year of podcasting.
Yeah. We're in season 2. That's all. This
is season 2.
This is where things get good. We did all the world building in the first half. Now we're into like the meat and potatoes of it.
Yeah, actually, maybe something we can do, which I didn't think about putting in our episode outline notes, is we can kind of do like a little reflection on the past year, because we didn't actually do that in the last episode of the live stream. We didn't really reflect on the past year of podcasting. But maybe we can do that.
Could do that.
We honestly have a lot to talk about this week, so maybe we'll do that next episode if we don't have time. But we'll get there. We'll do it at some point. Anyway, I just want to bring that up. That it's nice. Every week we have yet to miss a week of podcasting, and it's episode 53.
Yeah, we're consistent.
Yeah,
our days are a little inconsistent, but we're here every week.
Yeah, the time of the week is not as consistent as the fact that we have had a podcast every week. My weekend flash build was good. I didn't go to any like paper events, but played a good amount. We did our live stream after our live stream of some Silver Age. Unfortunately, the cards weren't quite yet implemented in Talishar, and we couldn't get Tabletop Simulator to work. I guess if anyone knows any Tabletop Simulator hacks to get that working, we couldn't get any of the workshop mods to work for playtesting. So please let us know if you have a trick for that. But we basically just ended up trying the precons, because those were already implemented, or at least mostly implemented. And so we tried some of the precons last week, and then last night actually we played some CC. We played a handful of decks. You played Bolton, Jarl, and Pleiades, Valda, and then I played Teklevasin, Goliath, and did I play a third deck? I think it might have just been those two.
I think you just went right back to Teklevasin.
That's right, yeah. It was because that was fun. I had a blast with Teklevasin. That was a fun deck. It was a boost Teklevasin, and it didn't do very well. But I think that was on me. I don't think that was the deck's fault. I think that was just the deck's not easy to play. It's super funky, especially against the Guardians that can destroy your equipment and overpower you, and you don't have D reacts. But dominate rather.
And then
like
playing Bolton was so cool.
Dude, that deck was sick.
Cards.
He destroyed me. It was like, what was the new card again? The Battlefield Blitz or something?
One of the Bastion of Duty Blitz.
That's what it is.
Yeah, let me see if I can find it. It has a long name.
Yeah, but it's
the one bound Blitz.
Duty bound Blitz.
Insane.
Oh my god, he would throw that and be like, "This is 0 for 5. What is happening?" He threw it 3 turns in a row.
Yeah. Oh, because I'm like running the rainbow because it's so good.
Yeah. Oh my god, that deck is strong now. It's so strong now. I was feeling the heat.
There's so many ways to make like courage tokens. So it's like, or like via the Vanguard into Duty Bound Blitz. I did that like 2 turns. So it was like, oh, here's 4 into like 6 into. I had 1 turn where I went like 5 chain links long, and I almost had 2 Duty Bound Blitz in there, but no.
Yeah, you pitched 1 to play something. I think it was a take 1 or something. That deck's strong now, which, I mean, I could believe. He basically just needed a little extra help because he was doing something strong. He just was kind of below rate with the way they hit a charge before. But now, I think he's just above rate. I think it's just a strong deck. Anyway, that was a lot of fun. We played that last night. But outside of that, nothing too much. I have unfortunately been practicing Riftbound because I got a ticket to the Vegas regional at the end of this month. So
unfortunately,
unfortunately, yes. If I didn't get that ticket, then I would have just been playing Silver Age and practicing the new meta. But now I gotta practice Riftbound. So I do. It's a lot of fun to play the new stuff, so I'm gonna do that every once in a while. But for the most part, my time will be spent practicing for that. But how was your week in Flesh and Blood? Did you play a lot of Talishar, a lot of new testing?
well, yeah. First I went to an armory.
Nice.
I went 2-1. I lose to Noah yet again. My kryptonite. I can't beat him. He's too good. But no, that was a really good armory. A lot of fun. And then I've just been like playing so many decks on Talishar with the new cards. It's so cool. There's so many new cards. And I'm starting to like form opinions about some cards, which actually really good opinions.
Yeah.
Like we were talking about like Shield Beater. I'm like, I have no idea how good it is. It's so good. It's so good. And Shield Beater is the hammer. It's the
right.
Yeah, pay 4, attack for 5, one-handed hammer. Charge your own with Visit Anvilheim, get go again. Which that text is not as relevant, but just the one-handed 4 for 5 consistently is insanely good. And then like Valhalla Riven is so good too in Valda. I love it so much. So it's like and like playing Bolton, some of like the new Bolton cards are so good as well. And that's been super sick. And then like Jarl, like Laden with Frost. I knew I'd love that card. I do love that card. There's so much that I've been playing with, and it's so cool. The set's so cool.
Yeah, there are so many fun things to try out. The game is in a really fun spot right now for that reason. I wanted to try like 4 different decks. I think the only complaint I have is that Dash IO is sadly not good. My favorite deck, unfortunately, not in a good spot. Got a really strong new card, but not quite enough to beat the other decks. Also, we're gonna see how much of a problem Macilio is.
Oh yeah, that scares me.
Yeah, I think Acilio might just be the best deck in format, which is a bit spooky. We're gonna see if he gets a bit of a ban. But yeah, anyway, it's a fun format.
They went through the ban season and they said no bans.
Yeah, it's like March. I think it's the start of March that we get, which I mean is right before, or is it the first week of ProQuest season, or rather ProQuest CC season? I think it's what it is.
Okay.
Let me look at this.
We'll see.
TCG.
Especially after one of the cards that he got. That we'll talk about later. I am extremely scared of Ocilio.
Because ProQuest season starts in like a week or two. I think it's 2 weeks after the release of Compendium of Rathe. So that would actually be 3 weeks. So let me do that. And is it? Oh, here, scheduled BNR. Because they basically did, because this happened earlier. This happened before our last stream, so we talked about it. How they banned Chain in Compendium of Rathe, or they benched him rather. Oh no, never mind. The next BNR. Oh wait. The next BNR will be published in 2 parts. Silver Age updates will be delivered at the conclusion of the Silver Age portion of PQ Las Vegas on Monday, March 2nd. CC updates will be delivered at the conclusion of the CC portion of ProQuest Las Vegas on Monday, March 23rd. So currently, they're waiting until after ProQuest season to do BNR, which I mean, typically that's the correct way to do it, right? You see how the new cards play out, and then you do changes. However, I think we all already know
that Ocilio is busted.
A little bit busted. Look at when the CC part. Yeah, the CC part is March 7th through 22nd. Which is unfortunately the only parts we have in Denver because we don't have any Silver Age. I still don't get that. Apparently, it's not even that the stores chose to do just CC. The stores were told which events to run. They were told you're running CC events. or you're running Silver Age, but none of them were told to run Silver Age. So we only have CC here, which is so sad.
That's wild when we have so many stores crazy. Going on. Like,
yeah. Actually, how many PQs do we have here? That's
a good question.
We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 7 Pro Quests, and none of them are Silver Age. Come on, LSS.
Come on.
Anyway, what were we talking about?
Our weeks in Fab.
Yes. Oh, that's right. We got on an Acilio tangent. That's what it was.
Yeah.
But yeah,
going off of that, do we want to go into the Nationals RTN results?
Yeah. So we had our 5th and final week of RTNs this past weekend. And we also have the overall wins. So this past weekend, the number 1 winning deck was Mario at 18% of the meta, or 21 wins. Followed not too far behind by Syndra and Verdance with 13 and 12% respectively. Then KO at 8%, Gravy at 7%, Acilio at 5%, Pleiades at 5%, Victor at 5%, and then a smattering of other heroes behind that: Jarl, Kasai, Rhinar, Prism, Fang, Dio, yada yada.
There's Evalda, my hero.
Evalda? There's Evalda. Look at that. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so that was for last week. So Mario, the most winning. Syndra is up there. So Syndra's been interesting. Everyone thought she was kind of dead, and then she's been just slowly climbing up the wins for the RTN season. Just a strong deck still.
I mean, she's a lot more consistent than I thought she would be after all the bans. And I think a lot of people are in the same boat where it's like, she's unplayable. She's not consistent. Nope, she's still consistent. Her ceiling's just a little bit smaller.
Right. Yeah, she lost the legendary card. She lost the brands, which helped consistency. But at the same time, if you just play around it, you don't have as much of an issue. So the deck's still strong. Verdant's still up there. Mm-hmm. I think that this was pretty similar to last week. I think Verdance was the most winning deck last week and moved down a little bit. But outside of that, it's pretty close to last week.
I think Syndra was a little further down, but...
Yeah. And then overall, we have Verdance with the most wins at 70 wins. I'm going to say the number because both Mario and Verdance have the same percentage of wins, but Verdance has 70 versus Mario's 67. Just rounding errors. And then Gravy Bones had 49 wins at 9%. KO 45 wins, 8%. Syndra 47%. Florian 39.7%. And then Kasai, Acilio, Dash.io, Fang. Florian pretty much up there, just despite LLing, I think on week 3, right?
Something like that.
I think week 3. So last 2 weeks. Last 2 weeks, Florian was not played, but still the 6th most winning hero for a TN season. And then Verdance took number 1. This is kind of expected, actually, in terms of overall wins. Obviously, Verdance being up there is kind of surprising, considering she isn't getting any real. What's the tier of beyond the local level? Is it tier 3? Tier 4?
Oh yeah, tier 3 and tier 4.
Yeah, so she's not getting any real tier 3 up results, but at the local level, which I think is tier 2, right? She's been getting a lot of wins. One of which, shout out to Tanner, our local, that I'm pretty sure took one down with Verdance.
Yeah, on Verdance.
Yeah. I can't remember if you took one down or got second, but yeah, I think he took one down with Verdance. So one of those ones is a local. Yeah, deck is just solid. It's not doing anything particularly strong anymore, but it's just a very solid deck. It's super consistent. It has the evasion damage. It has the combo to beat fatigue. Good deck.
I mean, I feel like this overall classic constructed wins for RTN looks really similar to our tier list.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
Valda is not as high as she is on there, but people just don't know how to play her.
We also had Kasai. Yeah, Verdance was lower. Verdance was was it bottom of A or
I think if you switch like Kasai and Verdance, that's like close to what we had.
Literally, if you switch Kasai and Verdance, it's what we had because we had Kasai, Mario, Gravy, and
Mario and Gravy. Yeah. Mario and Gravy, I think we had as the top.
Oh,
and then Kasai as third.
Syndra we had super far down. I remember that now.
Oh, that too. Yeah,
that's right. We did not expect Syndra to do as well as she did. Turns out she was still very good, and we just didn't know. But yeah, KO is up there as expected. Just a strong deck. Dash.io and Acilio, right where they actually should be, honestly. They're like specialist tier right there. So we
and then Florian did well after all the crap you got locally.
Yeah, Florian did so well that he LL'd. Won a shit ton of events and won a calling and then LL'd. I can't believe that's still so funny to me that everyone was like, why is Florian up there? Florian sucks. And I'm like, I mean, the stats don't lie. I saw the stats. I made it. I saw what it was winning into, and I was like, yeah, that actually kind of makes sense. What it's winning into, and I think the stats make sense. So anyway, yeah. Overall, pretty good meta. I think this was a really good meta. I liked it a lot. Yeah. Both before and after Florian LL'd, I think it was a fun meta.
I agree.
A lot of playable heroes.
A lot of fun decks.
A lot of skill expression. Yeah. Anything else you want to talk about RTN season before we move on to Calling London?
No, I think we've talked about RTN every single week. I think I'm ready to move on.
Okay.
It's over.
It's over. Get it behind us.
I didn't make it to nationals. It don't matter.
Me either, which is honestly so. I'm still deciding if I want to go hang out and do side events or not. I haven't decided. Well, I'll see whenever it gets closer. But anyway, Calling London. So we're recording Saturday morning. The calling is actually happening as we're recording. There, it's going on right now. We had the world premiere yesterday, so we got a ton of new spoilers that we're going to talk about after this. But yeah, Calling metagame. This is a Silver Age event. There were 755 players for Calling.
It's a huge calling.
Massive. Is that the largest calling?
It might be.
I don't know if it is.
I think it's hard because the world callings also get.
They get a lot. So I think it's pretty close. I want to say if it's not the largest, it's in the same roughly amount of players.
Definitely top 5, if not the largest.
Because usually a pro tour calling gets 400 players, right? 450-ish. And so 755, that's a lot of players. Holy. Yeah. And we have the metagame breakdown. First of all, there are 57 legal heroes, I believe, in Silver Age. And
there's a lot.
So they took 2 pages to represent how many different heroes there were for the metagame. And there's it's a bit top heavy, I guess you could say. So
just a tiny bit.
Out of 755 players, 142 of them are Briar. 142. That is. Let me break out the calculator because it's too early for me to do that.
1 in 7 players is Briar, and there are a little bit more. But out of 57 heroes, you have 1 in 7 chance of playing into a Briar.
19% of the field is Briar.
That's almost a 1 in 5 chance.
It's almost a 1 in 5, yeah.
That's almost a 1 in 5, which is crazy.
Yeah.
And then you have behind Briar, you have Bravo Flattering Showman at 68.
So the next most represented hero
is you could double his representation and he still doesn't have Briar's representation.
Less than half the number of players for the second hero. That's crazy.
Yeah. Which we say that, but I was before we started recording, I was looking into the stream and the representation in the top tables is actually crazy. There's a lot of heroes. There was obviously Avalda.
Obviously.
Undefeated.
Actually, how many Voldas are there?
It's just the sauce. There's 13. But
okay.
There's a couple Briars. I think there's a Bravo. There was 2 Dories that were undefeated. There was I think a Reinar, an Oldhim. I think but the representation was crazy. in the top tables, which is really cool. There's a Leviah on stream right now that's 6-1.
Oh, so they're around 8 then currently.
They are yes they are. But yeah, no, it's like the representation's pretty cool. There's a lot of really cool heroes. I wonder how many rounds it's gonna be with 755 players.
These buttons just don't work. That's funny. Pauline. There. Oh yeah, we can see the standings and the results and stuff. Standings at round. Wait, is that round 9?
Oh, it's probably ahead of the stream.
Why does it show all the drop players here? Oh, because it's the only ones reported. Cool. I see. All right. Yeah. So currently there are 3 undefeateds: an Ira, a Dory, and an Oldhim. And then there are a lot of X1s. Valda, like you said. A handful of Briars. Bravo, Lexi, Kano is up there. I'm kind of like, I think I saw actually that Kano, there's some on the stream, it was Kano versus Oldhim, and I didn't need to see the game, but I saw that matchup was happening. And I'm really curious to see how that Kano deck plays, because from what I like understand about Kano and Silver Age, I don't know what strong things he's doing. So I'm really curious to see that. There's some KOs. There's actually 3 Valdas at 7-1. There's actually a couple Kanos.
I actually believe Valdo's one of the best decks in Silver Age, and people just don't know it.
When we were playing, it looked strong. It looked so strong. It was crazy.
Yeah, and like playing it into some of the Recon decks just didn't feel. Yeah,
there's a Leviah.
It's the one on. That's sick.
And a Vincent.
Ugh.
That's so cool. That's so cool.
Cool.
Silver Age is so cool. I'm so excited to play more Silver Age.
I tuned into the stream for a second while we were like talking about all this, and I like look, and it's Leviah pummeling a Briar. Like,
hell yeah,
hell yeah! That was like,
that's awesome. Sick. Yeah, no, so that's happening right now. I'm so excited for Silver Age. I think that someone's trying to put together, I think Alex from Ashen Wings was saying that they were trying to put together a 1K for it here locally. I can't wait for that. I can't wait for more Silver Age.
So cool. Silver Age is so cool.
It's so cool.
And I'm so happy it's a lot more balanced than everyone thought it would be.
Yeah, I mean this pie chart seems to show that Briar is very strong for what it's worth in the format. Right. But it's not like that. It's not as strong as it's represented here, right? Like there's so much so many undiscovered decks. I mean there's 57 legal heroes. There's so many legal cards in this format. It's crazy.
So many. Well, and like with Briar too. Like none of the top 3 were Briar. And like we were talking about all these heroes that are 7-1. Like I'm sure there's a bunch of 7-1 Briar, but there's a lot of heroes that are not Briar at 7-1. Yeah. I think it's like initially it looks like the strongest heroes, but there's a lot of heroes that can play around it and do strong things. It's really cool.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, so I go through this rest of this metagame. 142 Briar, 68 Bravo Flattering Showman, 63 Fi, 46 Ira, 46 Oldhim, 35 Enigma, 30 KO, 28 Reinar, 23 Kano, 23 Dory, 22 Icelander, and then I'm gonna name the rest of them. They're all in like the teens: Azalea, Lexi, Vincent, Dromai, New, Valda, Florian, Terra, Pleiades, and then there's a lot of other heroes at like 9 and less. So many represented heroes here. Some of these heroes I expect to be more represented than they are. Some of them I expect to be less represented than they are. Like 23 Kanos is actually pretty surprising to me. And then I expect there to be more Zens and more Gravies.
I'm surprised Viscera is at 6.
Yeah, Viscera is pretty low too, but I guess Briar's just the better Rune Blade. Kind of similar to Aurora. I guess Briar's just the better Rune Blade. But yeah, pretty cool metagame. I'm excited to see how this culling turns out, how like what the top 8 ends up being. So far, again, like outside of Briar being the most represented, pretty solid format. pretty solid showing. Obviously, most people probably don't know the best stuff that's happening. This is literally the premiere weekend. We didn't get all the cards until a week before this tournament.
Right.
But yeah, cool format. Anything else you want to talk about this before we go into the spoilers since last week?
I'm so excited to play some Silver Age.
I'm so excited. I can't wait to build all the decks. That's the cool part about the format to me too. Is like I can just go and play a new deck every week if I wanted to, and it's so cheap.
Yeah, I can't wait to. Oh, I didn't say, but this week in like Flesh and Blood, I was testing Terra in Silver Age, and I threw a doubling season for 24 at someone.
It was funny. I would just get like these random DMs from Jacob. And it used to be a screenshot of a doubling season, and he'd be like, "I did it again." It was great.
Doubling season's so cool. It's like one of my favorite cards from this set.
It's such a cool card. But yeah, so with that, let's get into some of the spoilers. Would you like to kick us off with the first one post live stream last week?
So the first one post live stream is Vestige of Flagellation. And Vestige of Flagellation is a Blade Break 2 Shadow chess piece. And it says the first time an opponent would gain life each turn, instead you lose that much life and create that many Vigor tokens.
It's interesting.
It's a really cool card. It's not good.
It's not good.
It's not good.
The problem is that you don't have the choice to do it, right? So, like, it's obviously good to deny health and get free resources out of it, but the fact that you don't get to choose to do it and the Vigor tokens could just be wasted.
Yeah.
You're basically like telling your opponent, hey, you actually get to deal damage with your life gain instead.
Yeah. Which is what Verdant's already kind of wanted.
Right, yeah. They're turning the health into damage. Anyway.
I mean, you turn off their combo if you're trying to fatigue them, I guess.
Yeah, it turns off the combo, but then they just don't combo you. And then they can just kind of kill you anyway.
Yeah.
It's funky. I have a feeling that some of these cards are preemptive for another deck in the future that will be like a life gaining hero that you'd really want this into.
Does that mean we're getting cleric?
Exactly. I think it's like a cleric or something else. I don't know what class or talent or whatever it would be, but some life gaining deck in the future is what I think some of these cards are hinting toward.
That makes sense.
Yeah, we have a lot of these, so I don't want to spend too much time on this on each card, because especially the cards that like this one, it's like it exists.
It's whatever.
It's for the future.
We can move on to the next one.
Yep.
So we have Swordmaster's Shine, which is a red 3-cost 3-block warrior attack reaction that costs 1 less for each +1 counter on target sword. Target weapon gets +5.
Very cool. Very cool card.
It's cool. It seems like a holo card.
Yes, it's definitely meant to be a holo card. It can obviously be a Dory card as well. I like that it's a bit reminiscent of Hunt's End in Fang, where once you complete the quest, you have this 0 for 5 reaction. This is kind of the similar thing of like, it's not necessarily a quest you have to complete, but you just have to meet the condition, and then you get a 0 for 5 reaction. And you can play.
It's kind of a quest, but it's like, I think it's a lot harder to complete this quest.
Yeah, but at the same time, your card's not just a 3-block red. If you don't, you can still play it. Like, you can play it, just costs more, which is a big deal. Also, it's not like it's just target weapon attack gets this value. It's not like a reprise effect. There's no other condition on that. You can just play it as a 2-card +5, which is actually good on its own in Dory.
That's true.
Yeah,
like playing Dory is really interesting because you can always just be like, well, they have like 3 cards in hand, they can give +9. Okay, that's what I have to plan around.
I don't know, like this is obviously very, like you said, very good in Hala. I still don't know how good Hala is with some of these new cards. I think that she's not necessarily doing anything particularly special, but we'll have to see. We'll see how the deck's built, how it functions. Yeah. Cool card.
So next we have Soul Forge Gauntlet. which is a light equipment arms. Oh,
I was just gonna mention really quick that these cards are all majestics and up, so they're not stage playable.
Oh yeah. Everything we're gonna be talking about, or like for spoilers, is majestic and up.
How do you spell Soulforge Gauntlet? For me.
Well, it's SOL Soul.
Right.
Yeah. It's the flesh and blood soul.
right. All right, here we go.
But Soulforge Gauntlet. When the combat chain, it's a light equipment arm that blocks 1, and it has Arcane Barrier 1, and it says when the combat chain closes, if this defended, put it into your soul.
Well, no, this thing just has AB1, and then that's it, right?
No. I mean, it's a majestic, so like it has to get something extra.
Yeah.
But like that, like yeah, then it's a cool gauntlet. I don't know how much play it's gonna get. I'm sure like Bolton will use it as their no rune piece. But yeah.
It's like one of those AV pieces that if you really wanted to, you can free up a sideboard spot by only running this as your arms and not running other arms. You will lose matchups or points in other matchups that might benefit from different arms, but you can get a sideboard slot that would help you out. So I just like that concept of like I can free up sideboard space by losing a bit of equipment value.
Yeah, and the other thing is like, okay, you're going into like Verdance or a Bull Lander or something. Like you can prevent Arcane until the turn you really need to block with it to then do like a combo off of it because it goes into your soul.
Exactly. Yeah, like into Acilio, you definitely run this. And then you can have extra AB until you just want an extra piece of soul. Yeah, cool card.
The next card is Blunted, which is a warrior block that blocks 2. When this defends a weapon attack, the attacking hero discards a card.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, this is a really strong card.
Yeah, it's borderline busted actually. it's like at least a 5 value card. On block.
For 1.
And it's
I'm gonna
yellow.
make you discard. Yeah.
It's
pretty cool.
I'm sorry, what?
Like the downside is you can't play it into like some matchups. Like I feel like you could play it into Guardian, but I think it's gonna be a little hard because Guardians don't swing. Like maybe a Fatigue Guardian that's trying to Arsenal, sure. But like you go into like Valda or you go into even like Victor or some other heroes like Guardians like that, you could just draw this on a turn where they're like, I'm not gonna swing my hammer at you, and then it's a block 2 card.
Yeah, but then it pitches 2. Which is still fine.
Pitch 2 for like late game when I try and hammer you is like I think it's it's definitely strong.
It's big for this reason too, which is like a lot of times what Guardian will do is they'll attack with their hammer intending to Arsenal a D-react for the next turn. And so you get to eat the D-react. So then it's like it's a 1-card 6 plus, right? Like that, it's insane. And then in Kasai, it's a yellow for the hero ability. Sir, against some matchups, it won't actually have text like maybe Acilio and other heroes that don't really like swing a weapon at all. But then you just side out the 3 cards, or you can even keep it in if it's not that big of a deal to have a yellow 2 block. Like
and I mean like into like assassins, like dagger for 1.
Assassin, yeah.
It's so good. Into like ninjas where it's like Kadachi, insanely good. Like it's a super strong card.
It's so strong, in fact, that I think Kasai gets a ton of help. Like it was already a very good deck, and this is just very good. I mean, obviously, it doesn't help into Acilio, which is probably the best deck, but outside of that, super strong card.
Right.
I think the intention is that you can kind of play around it in some decks. Like for example, if I'm playing Dash.io into a warrior, I can just make sure that I either end of the pistol with 0 cards in hand, or end of the pistol with a card in hand, and then like play an item off the top or something. I don't know. Like I can try to play around it. You can play around it in some creative ways, but overall, pretty good card for warrior.
The art's also really cool. I really like the art.
Yeah.
You know it's a good card when it has Dory on it.
That's true. Well, actually, is that Dory?
I'm pretty sure.
I thought someone said it wasn't. I thought someone said it was somebody else, but maybe it's Dory. But anyway, very good card. Very, very good card.
Very good card. The next card is Tome of Pandemonium. It's a yellow 1-cost 2-block chaos action. Banish the top card of each hero's deck. You may play them this turn.
It's another one of those. I'm sorry, what?
I've seen so many different reactions and opinions on this card. I've heard people be like, this is unplayable, to this is broken. It's probably somewhere in the middle.
It's probably somewhere in the middle. Yeah. It's very opponent dependent. It also depends on what you hit on both sides. It is like the perfect chaos card, honestly, because it's super chaotic.
I want to say that the chaos cards have been some of the coolest cards this entire set. Yeah. Like looking at the chaos cards, I'm like, that's sick. That's so cool. I love that effect. I like how it works. I've been really happy with how they've been working with the chaos talent.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yep. Good. I think it's a good card. I think Slippy will definitely run it, because you will the potential upswing of it is really good. I think the main problem is that it costs 1, and a lot of the times Slippy is very red line, and won't really be able to pitch for it. So I think that would be the one reason that Slippy wouldn't run it, is if they want to still remain low to the ground. But I think it's especially into some matchups, very strong card. You played a Warrior though, and you're like, yeah, this is card, you have to side it out. You can't play this card into some decks like Warrior and Guardian, maybe.
You played it, I was gonna say the Guardian, like you play this card and all of a sudden, oh, you hit my blue 6. So you wanna pay 4 for it? Like
Yeah, so like a lot of times you'll play this card, you'll just basically cycle it for another card, and it's not gonna do much. Your opponent's card won't do much for you. But in some matchups, your opponent's card will be very good.
Yeah, like if it's like ninjas, I could see it being really strong. Like, oh, I hit a 0 for 4 off the top. Sure, that sounds pretty sick.
Yeah, exactly. Like any deck that gives you like a 0 for 4, or even just an extra card, you get to like throw your card and their card at the end as a chain ender.
I want to see this in like Assassin mirrors.
Mm-hmm. That would be sick.
Where it's like Mario mirrors, where it's like Mario hits the other Marios. Like,
well, you can't play it in Mario. You can only play it in Slippy. But it's a chaos.
Mario's chaos.
Mario's chaos?
I'm pretty sure he's chaos.
I don't think Mario's chaos.
Sorry, they're chaos. I'm pretty sure they're chaos.
Let's look at Marionette. Oh, he is. Oh, or they are. I thought it was only Slippy. I did not realize that Mario was chaos. I don't know why I thought that it was only Slippy. That's crazy. I always thought they were just Assassin. Never mind. All right. Yeah, you can play the Mario too. I did not realize that at all. I thought these were only Slippy cards. I thought there was only one chaos.
Yeah, a lot of the chaos cards that came out before, like Mario just didn't care about.
I see. That's why they were like pseudo non-chaos, because okay. Fair enough. Yeah, that'll be cool.
Mario's chaos.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun to see what they do with this card, and like Slippy, what they do with this. Like, it's gonna be cool. But to move on from that one, the next card is a yellow 0-cost 3-block shadow action called Embalm. And it says, you may play this from your banish zone. If you do, it gets go again. Put an attack action card with Blood Debt from your graveyard on the bottom of your deck.
It's interesting. I've heard some rumblings about a combo where it's like Unhallowed Rites and you have an endgame loop. Which could actually be viable. I've heard some funny takes on Fatigue Vincent with this card, and then the Unhallowed Rites combo.
Yeah, I want to say that this card just helps with like Vincent being fatigued. Like, she has like the Dio problem of like, oh, I'm just not gonna attack you and like block out. Can you get over me?
Yeah,
and although Dio, I think very much can do that. Like, okay, I'm gonna play around that, or like, Verdance struggles with that a lot more, where it's like,
Vincent,
okay,
yeah.
or sorry, Vincent. So many V heroes. Vincent struggles with that a lot more, where like she just doesn't have a lot of ways to get around that without just taking a bunch of damage first and doing like it. She just can't do it as well, and I think this helps. Where it's like, okay, you're gonna fatigue me. Well, I'm gonna do an unhauled rights late game where I'm just gonna continuously do this. I'm gonna
Yeah.
keep throwing this unhauled rights at you, and I'm not gonna be fatigued.
Yeah, I think that's a very interesting avenue you can take with Vincent. Like, 'cause I know there, like prior to this combo existing, you basically had to like make sure you stacked up your blood debt, had
Hmm.
go again in your arsenal ready, and do this like super wide turn to get past the defensive heroes' defenses. But then if you didn't do enough, you would just still trickle blood debt and kill yourself that way. Where this gives you a different type of end game where you're not stacking your blood debt as much. You're just playing for this. I'm gonna hammer you for 1 and 4, turn after turn after turn. Um, Take at least one
Yeah.
card and deal arcing in the process. So, like, you have to give me basically 2 to 3 cards to not leak damage. Um, yeah, it'll be interesting. I have a feeling that there's an actual viable deck that will use that in game. Vincent,
Yeah, I'm
fatigue Vincent.
interested to see how good this card actually is, but I do think it's interesting that it gives her a way around fatigue,
Yeah,
which she didn't have before.
yeah.
Going on to the next card, we have Blessing of Bologna. It is a yellow, 0 cost, 3 block light action aura. Go again whenever a card is put into your soul, create a courage token. At the start of your turn, put this into your soul.
Good Bolton card, right?
That's what I hear. I didn't put it in my deck, but I was gonna test it afterwards. I just wanted to make it sure it's functional. But this is good because like you can charge and then you can go again because you made a courage token, and it allows you to go off of Bolton's hero ability a lot more consistently. And this also creates a courage token when it puts itself in the soul.
Yes.
So
Yeah, that's what I was gonna bring up. It triggers on itself, similar to Merciful Retribution. It's a block 3. It's a light card. It's a yellow. It fits all the bills for what Bolton wants, right?
yeah,
Um,
it's a good charge card.
yeah, good charge card.
If like worst case scenario, like oh no, I can't get the value out of this, or I just need to charge a yellow. Well, it's a yellow, so
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
it works.
Yep. Good card.
And then moving on to the next one, Doomsaying is a red 0 cost 3 block Runeblade action aura. As go again, at the beginning of your end phase, put a Doom counter on this. Each hero destroys X auras they control, where X is the number of Doom counters. I've never seen such Valda hate.
So it's interesting because this it's not only it's not only token auras, um,
Yeah.
and or non-token auras. It doesn't specify, and in order to keep this around, you have to destroy your own auras. So you either have to destroy your own rune chants in Runeblade or embodiments of Earth in well, Flooring doesn't really exist in CC anymore, but in if Flooring did exist, you could destroy your own embodiments of Earth with it. Um, yeah, it's interesting. So it's basically just aura hate against certain heroes. I don't even know if it's that good against Valda. Spending a whole card to stop one resource and dominate maybe is worth it.
Well, the thing is, if you can keep it around, you can get rid of my ley line.
Yeah, it's just tough because you destroy your own rune chance to keep it around.
Yeah, that's the hard part. I don't think it's actually good in Vincent. Vincent does not want to touch this.
Yeah.
But this is a card where I could see Viscerai playing this and just playing their chain and not like, oh, sure, I'll take a couple rune chants. And the thing about Valda is she's a lot more red line than a lot of the Guardians because she has so much seismic surge generation. So she can get around being more red line. While this would make it so it's like I am super bricky at that point if you just have this on board.
Yeah, I mean, so the thing is right, is that this is Majestic, so it's only CC playable, and the only Rune Blade in CC right now is Vincent, right? unless I'm.
Oh yeah, no, it's unplayable at the moment. That's what I'm saying. It's like
then,
if we had a Viscerai, I think it's an okay card if you wanted to counter some decks.
We're getting Aurora soon, right? So Aurora will be a legal hero that can use this card. I just still don't see it.
Yeah.
Like I just still don't see when you want to play this. Like to destroy a Seismic Surge, I think is just not enough. I think you have to be destroying something more valuable.
If you're going to destroy like a fealty token and Fang,
yeah, like that, you can do that.
I mean, this can also just destroy itself if you don't.
Well, that's what I'm saying is like but that only destroys one. Like you're playing this whole card to destroy itself and one Seismic Surge, or itself and one fealty.
Yeah.
Itself, and that's what I'm saying is like I think it has to be like a non-token aura that you're destroying. I think it has to be like a Channel of the Millennium Tree or something, or
Channel like Frigid.
Yeah, or a Channel like Frigid. It has to be destroying something a lot more valuable. It is a block 3, so you can just block with it if it's not valuable in the moment. I do think that it will be played. I just think it will be very niche in what it's good into.
Yeah, well, and what I'm saying is it's unplayable right now. I don't think any hero like Runeblade heroes, at least. I can't imagine Aurora playing this. Vincent's not going to play this, but if we get like a reprint of, like again Viscerai, I think he could play this. It would be like a tech piece, like, oh man, I can't beat Fang with all that fealty. I'll put this down before Fang gets 3 fealty and hopefully clear that out, make them slower and pop off. Or it's like, or if Volo becomes a big part of the meta, like I could definitely see like a Viscerai going like, okay, well I just need them to not have dominate. Like I don't care how I end my turn. I just need like 3 turns where I guarantee they don't have dominate, or I need to remove their ley line. Like that's I'm like, I think in a Viscerai type deck, this is all right.
Sure.
But in the Viscera or like the Rune Blades that I know we're getting and the Rune Blades we have, it is an unplayable card.
Yeah. Not good right now. Maybe good in the future.
Yeah.
Long story short.
All right. Next card is Crown of Everbloom. It is a 0-block Earth Equipment head. It has Arcane Barrier 2, and that's all that matters. The other effect's not important. But but it has another effect. Instant, destroy this, put a card from your arsenal on the bottom of your deck. If you do, draw a card and create a Spellbane Aegis token. This is so cool. It's
cool card.
Jarl has Arcane Barrier. This is one of the reasons I wanted to go to Jarl.
Oh, I forgot Jarl can use this. It's Earth Equipment. Yeah.
And Jarl doesn't have any good heads, so you just gave him AB2 in a slot. So Jarl is an even better fatigue deck now. But he's also just better in general. Like, you gave him, he was running Null Rune as his AB, now he's running Crown of Everbloom, and you can run, like, the boots, because he also doesn't have good boots. So, it's like, you have AB3 in 2 pieces, and that's incredibly powerful.
But wait, hold on. There's one downside to this. Let me find it. I have to find it really quick. There it is. See, the problem is that in Jarl, this is competing with Enclosed Firemind. So, like, which one are you going to choose to play? It's just so tough.
Enclosed Firemind. One sec. Let me look what this card is. It's the Guardian head. I was like, what is Enclosed Firemind?
Now you have to choose which one you're gonna run. Like how? That's such a tough choice.
My Guardian Arcane Barrier 1 or my Earth Arcane Barrier 2 with an extra effect. What will I ever do?
But see, this one says Guardian, so you have to run it, right?
Oh, you're right. Oh man, too bad. This card would have been so good in Jarl.
Yeah.
I think it's like being the point. I think it's a really good card, and I'm really excited. The art is also fantastic.
It's gorgeous. It is gorgeous.
Oh, it's so good.
I want to play with that art. It's nice.
Yeah, I do too. It might be like the best art in the set. It's so good.
Yeah, good card.
Yeah, good card. Moving on to the next. We have Astrovolt Elemental. which is a red 0 cost, 3 block, 3 attack, lightning attack action. When this attacks, you may discard an instant card. If you do, draw a card and create an embodiment of lightning token.
Very good Acilio card. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so Acilio's like pretty okay, I guess. Like he's got some common and rare support that's pretty strong. He's got new attack that's pretty strong. But yeah.
Yeah.
I mean that's really what it is. It's an Acilio support card.
Yep. I mean, the new Aurora will almost certainly run this too. If I were to guess. It's basically just like a quote unquote free embodiment of lightning. 0 for 3 with a free embodiment of lightning. It also blocks 3. Yeah. Good card.
Good card. And then you have Glyph Destruction Nodes. It's a yellow 0 cost, 3 block wizard action, which says deal 3 arcane damage to target up to X target heroes or allies, where X is the number of aura permanents you control with sigil in their name. So there's a few things that I want to say about this card. It is a 0 for 4 format as an arcane damage spell. It is yellow that deals 3 arcane, which is really strong. 2 deals arcane damage to X target heroes and or allies, where X is the number of aura permanents you have. In Acilio, where you control a lot of auras, you could just blast every single one of Gravy's allies and Gravy himself.
Yep.
Why can't other classes get this like kind of hate for
this is very good into Gravy, and like depending on like the deck already has a ton of sideboard space in it, so you can kind of just run this to the sideboard. But if you wanted more, this is not a terrible just main deckable 0 for 3 yellow.
Yeah,
it's solid.
I mean, I think it's an all right card. Like it doesn't say lightning, which is the worst thing about it.
Yes, that is true.
And like Mind Warp is kind of your disruption that's more generically good. So that's why I'm like, I think it's something that like might see play. Like if Acilios want to guarantee they beat Gravy, they just play this and destroy all the allies. But
yeah,
I think it's still a good card.
Yeah, it's super good. I mean, yeah, Acilio was already beating Gravy, was already favored into Gravy, so this is just extra insurance, I guess.
Yeah, if they wanted to have a like 100-0 matchup, they got it.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
But then next we have Crown of Frozen Thoughts. It is a 2-block Blade Break Ice Head equipment. 1 this defense, freeze the attacking hero until the start of their next turn.
Good card.
Is it?
Yeah. Well, like you just said, Jarl doesn't have a good headpiece, right? And now you get to run this card that will turn off Akatsu hero ability. It will turn off Levia hero ability.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so. Wait, no, it's until the end of their. Until
the start of their next turn.
Oh, that's so brutal. That's so crazy.
You can turn off like if you're playing against Valda and they start with an E strike, they just can't start with an E strike with this anymore, right? Because they lose dominate on their next attack. If you block with this, is that how it works?
I mean, until the start of the next turn.
So they lose dominate on the attack if they start with E strike.
1 sec. Let me see how Valda. I don't know exactly. Actually, that's such a good question.
You can block. I mean, you already were super favored in Dio, but you could turn off my hero ability. I can't look at the top card of my deck. I can't see.
The thing about Valda is I think she triggers at the start of turn because she checks at the start of turn if you have.
Oh, is that how it works?
Let me read the card. Because it's at the start of your turn, if you control 3 or more Seismic Surge tokens, cards you own with Crushed dominate this turn.
Yeah, I guess it's like an aura effect that happens at the start of the turn, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like I think it's a start
never
of turn
mind.
trigger because you lose your seismic surge and you can't check anymore after that.
That's right. You're right. So it doesn't work against Lava.
I mean, it's until the start of the next turn. Like you could lose dominate then, but like I don't know if you're running this helmet into me. I'm like, sure, go ahead. Like take dominate one turn. Like I think Leviathan, it's insane into. Like you said that, I didn't even think about that. I think it's like broken into Leviathan.
Oh yeah, discussing Leviathan. I'm trying to think of there's some other heroes that's got to be good into, right? Like it's not bad into Mario.
Yeah, it's not great either. Like I just run Crown of Providence instead.
Probably, yeah.
Destruction.
Yeah.
Like the problem is, like I think this is an okay card. The problem is it's a majestic, so it's competing against Crown of Providence. It's competing against the legendary ice helmet that we already have. That's pay 3. Your opponent has to pay 1 or discard. So it's a more consistent one. It's also competing against like the Jarl headpiece that Jarl has, where it's you block. It's like block 1 if this defended with an ice card, give them a frostbite, which I think a frostbite's much more relevant than turning off the hero ability in most matchups. Like, sure, if Viscera was still here, it'd be sick. Syndra, doesn't she only?
You turn off the instant to get the daggers back. Also, also when you hit a marked hero, get a fealty, you turn that part off too.
Which I think is a little less relevant, but like,
yeah,
I guess
Dory.
If you do this like chain link 0 and like they can't lose their daggers.
Gravy Bones. Dory. His hero effect is if a blue card's been put into your graveyard, you can play a card with Water Grave this turn. So you get to turn off that effect.
Well, they have to attack you first. Sometimes they just play a non-attack action and summon an ally.
Sometimes, but a lot of times they start with like Golden Tipple or Murderous Rabble, right?
Yeah, I mean, if they do that, then I don't know. I think it's a cool card. I think there's definitely going to be some uses. I struggle to see a reason to put it in the list over all the other helmets that he already has.
I think it's a really good reason to do it against a lot of these heroes. KO. Well, no, you can instant in response, I guess, for KO. Or the Cheeto. Cheeto is what I meant.
Yeah, Cheeto. Wait, I mean, if you're doing Armed and Dangerous.
Yeah, Armed and Dangerous. You make their like, 5s again.
Yeah, like, if you do it on their first attack, like Blood Rush Bellow, their first attack, it's like all of a sudden their entire deck just like kind of turns off.
Yeah, not definitely the entire deck, but
yeah, not the entire deck, but they're like their big pop off turn could really shrink because like, oh, everything's 5s again.
Prism.
I don't know.
Turn off the Herald going into Soul, making it get an Angel. Bolton. That's actually pretty relevant right now too.
I think if Bolton gets good, this could be really good on like a Lumina turn or something like that. Well, maybe not Lumina because that just has go again and instant speed. But like,
you turn off their reaction and their if you've charged, get +1 on for each
on a Via the Vanguard turn. That would be crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Like this card's good. It's just good.
I do think it's good. The problem I have with it is just like I don't think there's any currently meta relevant heroes that I think it's good enough to run.
I think Bolton will be potentially meta relevant, and you'll want to run this.
I mean, if Bolton's meta relevant, then I could definitely see it.
And then it just kind of has some incidental value into some other heroes. Like you'll have in the sideboard, and then you'll be like, yeah, I'll just run this over Crown of Providence against some of these heroes. Is my thought. But anyway, not to dwell on that card too long. But I think it's pretty good.
I think it's okay, and I struggle to find a spot for it. So, moving on, we have Channel Ice Lock Glaze, which is a blue 0 cost 3 block ice action aura. As go again, cards in the opponent's arsenal are frozen while they control a frostbite or a frozen permanent, and it has the Channel Ice effect. You know what makes this card so good?
It's a blue block 3 ice.
Yes. That's exactly what it is. In the 3 games I've played Jarl, I have yet to resolve this card, but it's a blue block 3 ice.
I mean, it's like, yeah, it's a blue block 3 ice that I mean, when you're given space, you can just play it. And
yeah, you can.
Especially like when you're given space, it's usually because they're setting up for a big turn, and they're gonna arsenal a card that's like part of that turn. So like,
I mean, it could be really good late game because it's like, yeah, someone arsenal a card to try and set up for something, and you have destroyed a piece of equipment. You just, well, while they control a frostbite, I mean, they could just play a card and destroy their frostbite and then throw.
oh, I forgot about that
Yeah.
part. Yeah, I guess it is worse, isn't it? But it's a blue block 3 ice, so yeah.
I mean, it still like freezes their arsenal if that's what they wanted to throw first. Like, I think as a very late game pitch stackable card, probably okay. Like, if you could also follow up with hammer. Like, say the opponent's at 1 life, you play this, give them a frostbite, throw hammer. Like, they might just be locked out of playing their next turn.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, and yeah, like it also, yeah, gives them a frostbite. It's a go again ice card too.
Yeah.
It's also just sometimes good enough in Jarl.
And it costs 0. Like, that's the other big thing.
Yeah.
So, like, to say all this, it's a good card. It will make it in the deck.
Good card. Good card.
Will it resolve often? No. But does it make it in the deck? Yes.
Yeah.
So, moving on from that, we have Channel the Skybreaker, which is a yellow 2-cost 3-block Earth action aura. And it says, go again. When this enters the arena and at the beginning of your action phase, create 2 Might tokens. It has Channel Earth.
It was a Florian card.
It was a Florian card.
It was a Florian card. It's cool. I like the effect.
What I need is to make Earth Jarl.
Oh.
Well, yeah, we need Adult Terra. Yeah. Like that's a given. This is also a Terra card, but Terra's young and you can't play it in Silver Age. Right. But like if he was an adult, this would be insane. This would be so good. But outside of that, I need to make a doubling season Jarl list now.
Hell yeah. I like it. Let's do it.
Yeah. Runs all the Earth Guardian cards that create like 1,000 mites. The only problem is like you have an extra pitch every turn because all these cards are formatted off Terra's ability where you pitch the Earth and then you create like an extra mite off of it.
Yeah. It's interesting too because it's like you basically get +2 power on your next 2 turns with the way that it's phrased. Because it's like when it enters the arena, it makes 2. And then the start of your next action phase, it'll make 2. And then if you hold it again, it'll be the start of your next action phase, it'll make 2. So it's like, I wish there was a way to make it so that they stacked a bit where when it entered the arena and on your first action phase, at the beginning of your action phase, rather, it made 2. Like if you could, is there a way to bring it in on your opponent's turn currently?
In Florian there was. Okay. But
yeah, but not anymore.
Well, even then it wouldn't work that way because they pop at the start of turn. So if you brought it, you can't stack that way.
Oh, you're right. You'd have to do it
but
after the start of your turn and in response to the beginning of your action phase or something? Something else happening?
I don't think there's really a way to get around it.
There might not be a way, yeah. I just wish there was. I thought it'd be kind of cool if there's like a certain way you could play it so that you get +4 on the first one.
See, what I need is Channel the Skybreaker, play that. Then I play the cool thing with like doubling season is it creates mites with Go Again, which Guardian doesn't have a lot of ways to do that. Because you could do this, create 2 mites. Then you could do the new red Guardian Seeds of Tomorrow, create 4 mites. And you have 2 floating to maybe do something. I don't know. But like maybe if you have another Go Again in the middle or something weird like that. But anyways, you could create like 6 mites, which is really strong, especially when you don't have Terra's Hero ability. If you had Terra's Hero ability, like you could go crazy off of this card. That's why we need Adult Terra.
Yeah.
But after we end the podcast, I am going to make a doubling season Jarl.
Hell yeah.
It has been decided.
It has been decided. Exactly.
But moving off of Channel the Skybreaker, really cool card. Art's also fantastic. Going into Tempest Dancers, which is a wizard legs that blocks 0. Blade Break. When this leaves the arena, you may play your next wizard non-attack action card this turn as though it were an instant.
Wow, this is busted. This effect is great.
Wow, imagine if you could do this at instant speed, you didn't have to block.
Yeah, you didn't have to block. You could just like pay a resource maybe to do it.
Yeah.
And it had AB2 on it as well.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be kind of cool.
Man, that would be insane.
I don't know why we have these like dreams for a card for wizard legs, but I don't know.
Yeah. No, well, that would be broken.
That would be broken.
This is good. That would be broken.
So no, without memeing, it does say non-attack action card, not wizard non-attack action card, which is kind of relevant. But I just don't get it. I don't get it unless they're banning Striders at some point.
Well, from what I think was, this could have been made before they knew Blitz was leaving. And in that instant, this was made as a card to ban Striders and Blitz. And maybe they want to ban Striders and CC. Like, it could be something like, I also heard that they wait until Verdance leaves and then they ban Striders. Because they do the same thing they did with like Crown of Seeds of like, okay, they're all gone. No one plays this card anymore. We're just taking it out. It's like, causes too many problems. But the benefit is you don't have to pay for this ability. You can just block now.
It costs 1 less. It is any non-attack. It doesn't have to be a wizard card. But
there are benefits to it.
Yeah. And in some matchups, it won't be really any different. It'll just be like if you're getting presented lethal, that's when it's different, obviously. Interesting. Like, we'll see. It'll probably
like ninjas. I guess it's when the combat chain closes.
Right.
The other thing.
Yeah.
Like, I guess Guardian, you have to pop off like 1 turn earlier. It's like, okay, I'm being thrown lethal. Like, that's unfortunate.
Right.
Well, it's like, okay, it's got to be paired to block 1 turn earlier to pop off. But it's free, so like 1 resource can make a big difference. I don't know. I think they're okay if Storm Striders gets banned.
Yeah, it's just all speculative, is all it really is.
Yeah. The next card is Lobotomy. It is a red, 0 cost, 3 block, 3 attack, assassin attack action, and it has stealth. When this attacks, you may equip an orbital class from your inventory. When this hits a hero, if you control an orbital class, they lose all hero card abilities during their next action phase.
Cool card.
It's cool. I mean, it's a stealth card that gives you a dagger for free. Like, that's pretty cool. You have to run what I've talked to some assassin players, the worst dagger. But
yeah.
Oh no, it's cool. Like, it's unique. I think it does some fun things. And I mean, it gives you another flick target. So
right, yeah. It's like it's almost reads as a 0 for 4, right?
Yeah.
Especially in some heroes where like you attack with something first, you flick 1 of your daggers, and then you get to play this and equip a new dagger in its spot.
I mean, it's in Slippy, you do this for like 0 for 3, you go again on hit, I turn off your hero ability, and then they block it, you just flick the dagger and continue on as if nothing happened.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, it was just a 0 before.
Yeah, you can always just flick the orbita class that you just equipped to and just make it a 0 for 4. Yeah. Solid card. And it has some extra utility. Again, poor Levia.
That's so true. I didn't even think about that. That's so
actually wait, it says during the next action phase. So I guess this.
Oh yeah. No, it doesn't affect Levia.
Yeah, it doesn't affect Levia. Yeah.
Probably why it says during the next action phase and not their next turn.
Yeah, it'd be pretty good.
It'd be insane. But next, there is High Current Currency. It is a blue, 0 cost, 3 block, generic action. And it says, remove all energy counters from target non-hero permanent an opponent controls and create that many gold tokens.
I'm sorry. This is just absolutely busted in Kasai. Against any deck that runs Tunic.
I mean, it doesn't have go. I guess in Kasai you could use it as a chain ender, so that's fine.
It's basically, so the thing is against the decks that are trying to fatigue you, your entire game plan as Kasai is to just build up a ton of gold and play Raise an Army. And if it's a fatigue deck that runs Tunic, You just arsenal this. You wait till they get to 2 counters. You play this. You make 2 gold, and that's a huge deal against those matchups.
That is a huge deal.
You can even wait till they have 3 gold, and if they don't use it, then, or if you just happen to draw it when they have three tunic counters.
The thing is, they're gonna remove with tunic. You can respond to this being plain and just take off the end. Like
that's
take
true.
Off the,
okay, so yeah, it has to be
like
2.
at that point, it's like, oh, I'm just taking it off. I'm losing it anyways.
Yeah.
So it's like you have to do it at 2.
I forgot about that part. Is an instant. Yeah. Okay. So you get two gold out of it though. Yeah. And it's a blue block 3. Like worst case scenario, you just block with it. If they aren't running, if they end up like siding out tunic and you put it in your deck, cool. It blocks 3.
Right.
I don't particularly see anybody else using this. Like maybe one of the pirate heroes would use this into a deck that they know runs tunic. But probably not Marlin.
Marlin.
So, like, no, probably not Marlin because it doesn't have go again is the problem. So Marlin's
it's like a 1-card play that Marlin might like because grading gold is important. I don't think Gravy can play this. There's no way Gravy can play this.
I mean, Gravy can play it.
I mean, yes, he can legally put it into his deck, but like
no, I mean, like against some decks, you're probably okay just like block, play this as your action, and then pass.
Well, I think that's even harder for Gravy when he has like allies that don't block.
It is harder.
That's why I'm like, I think it's a better Marlin card than it is a Gravy card. Because Marlin can block, technically.
Yeah. I wonder if Victor likes this.
No, he hates it because it's not an attack action that can clash off of it.
Yeah, that's true. So it's just a Kasai card, and like maybe Puffin or Marlin.
Like you could probably run it in Victor, but the problem is like you just like lose percentage in your clash by running this.
Yeah, you lose that in your clash, and you're making potentially 2 gold instead of like throwing a hammer.
I mean, 2 gold instead of hammer is really strong.
It is very strong, I guess. Yeah,
that's like super strong in Victor. So like I could see it, but it's something that it's like you're really playing like a tight game. It's like you could replace Darius Under with this in Victor.
And then, so I was trying to look at here too. So it has to be a non-hero permanent an opponent controls, and the only cards that have energy counters besides Tunic is Geyser of Seismic Sturians, which is a Guardian card, and Alluvian Constellas, which is a Wizard card. And Alluvian Constellas has an instant to remove 2 counters from it. So you, unless they stack to 4, you are only getting at most 2, but probably not 2. There's also Blaze, but Blaze is a hero, so you can't do it. And so it's basically only Tunic is realistically the only card this targets.
But and it's just so it also doesn't have go again, and that's what I think is the hardest part. If it had go again, then I think it's like whatever, cool, like throw it in the deck in a lot of decks. I don't know, maybe ninjas run it because it could be a chain ender to remove counters off Tunic.
Maybe. I expect there to be another card that this targets in the future that this gets even better with. It'll be like a tech card for something in the future. On top of already being good in Kasai. But good card.
Moving on from that, we got Bone Puppetry, which is a Necromancer equipment arms with Blade Break 2. On this defends, you may return an ally from your graveyard to the arena. If you do, at the beginning of your end phase, destroy it and discard your hand. Or destroy it and discard your hand. What?
Yeah, so this card didn't make sense until we got Boo, which is another gravy card. So I think we probably should talk about that first.
Yeah, we can jump down to Boo now.
Yeah.
So, Boo, which is a yellow 1-cost pirate necromancer action ally with 2 health, 2 attack. And has action attack. If this is untapped, it has spell void 2.
So it's almost like an anti-Acilio card. The combo of the arms and Boo. You get this in your grave. they start their combo turn. You block out your hand. You block with the arms. You get Spell Void 2 out of it as well.
So I want to say that I think this is actually like more future Necromancer card than it is
maybe. Yeah.
Gravy.
It's interesting though. I think that's like the only current scenario I can see wanting to run that is into
Well, and the other thing is Gravy has Hook as a legendary.
Yeah, which you almost always want to run Hook instead.
And that's why I'm like, I think it's a future Necromancer card.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's really hard to know if this is going to be good or if this is not good, because I don't think it's any of the heroes that are out right now are the ones using this card. I think it's a future Necromancer that we're getting that's probably going to end up using it. And it could be insane in that Necromancer because their allies might be something where it's like recursion. Like instead of you flip them face down, they're like, oh, they're little dinky allies at the end of turn that kind of disappear. And you have like one big ally. But that, I don't know. That's
all speculation. But yeah, like you said, not good right now because we have way better arms, first of all, and it's a very niche situation that you'd want to do it. But I mean, it'll in the future, probably a very good card.
The next card is Seeker Kunai. It's a red, 0 cost, assassin item, action, no block. It's a pearl. Attack reaction. Destroy this. Target assassin attack action card gets +1. While this is in your graveyard, at the start of your turn, you may destroy 2 silver you control. If you do, return this to a arena.
So I don't know if you mentioned this, but this is an instant.
I
play as an instant.
Thank you.
This is very interesting. So first thing I want to know is it has that same recursion effect like a lot of the assassin equipment does, where you pay 2 silver, you recur it to the arena. And well, whether it's unfortunate or not, the only assassin hero that really makes silver is Huntsman, Arachne Huntsman. The other ones just do not make silver, like at all. So it can only really be a Huntsman card. But it is a good Huntsman card for what it's worth. It's just an assassin attack action card. It doesn't have to have stealth or contract, which is huge. And I mean,
you have to pay 1 is the other problem.
Yeah, but the deck runs. So the deck runs. It stays in the arena forever until you use it. First of all, it does. Yeah. And the deck runs. What's the blue cost 2 or blue 2 cost 4 power that like you look at your opponent's hand and discard a card or something like that. Surgical, yeah. Surgical extraction, super good on surgical extraction. You also can pump your leave no witnesses with it to make it for 5 instead of 4. You can pump any contract card that you know is going to be hitting a very good card off the top of their deck, and hit a good card off the top of the deck, and maybe make more silver to recur it. Like it's just really good in Huntsman. That's all I can say.
I agree with that. The problem is you have so much stuff fighting for your silver right now. And I mean, he has a lot of silver at the moment. Like he has a lot of way to generate it. So it's like, but it's like you want your helmet back. Sometimes you want your boots back. And it's like, this gives you +1 by paying 1, which is like, I agree, strong. But it's something like I could see like 1 of being ran in the deck.
Oh, it's like only at most a 2 of. That's for sure.
And it's something like, I don't know. I think it's just so tight in space in the deck too, because it doesn't block and you're trying to be a defensive fatigue deck is the other problem. But you're like an aggressive fatigue deck, which is where this gets strong because like if the opponent blocks perfectly, you can just pop it and give your next stack +1. I think it's an interesting card. I'm interested to see if it will.
Sorry.
I'm interested to see if it will do anything, but
yeah, because it does conflict with a lot of the ways the deck wants to play, where it wants to be super defensive and playing like these like 1 card hands that are disruptive. So it's antithetical, whatever the word works to that. I think it's good personally, but
I think it's interesting, and I could definitely see it being played. Like I think it has a spot in the deck.
Yeah, I think so.
I just don't know if the best deck's gonna run it. Is kind of what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like it seems like a fun, like cheeky, like local card that like at locals, like I play the Seeker Kun.
I just think
I
it's
love
good.
this card, and it does.
I think the main thing is like you have this on the field, and now every leave no witness and every surgical is a pseudo 5.
Yeah, and yeah, you can like force an on hit through. That's where I think it's good. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. I'm interested to see how much play it gets.
Yeah, I think it'll be played. Unfortunately, it is interesting though, because like I think you're right that it can only really be a one of, and when it's only a one of, you just won't see it that often.
Well, I mean, it's Huntsman. You're going to like third and fourth cycle. You're guaranteed to see it.
Yeah, but you won't see it early enough for it to get as much impact. I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, but I mean, the later the game, the more silver you have. So the more times you can trigger it late game. It's like I think it's a super cool like not pitch stack card itself, but if you pitch stack your deck, you're gonna once you get to second cycle, guarantee you have that for your pitch stack.
Yes.
So you make things awkward. And like that's what I'm like, I think it's super cool in Huntsman because it allows you to do some really interesting plays where you pitch stack your deck. When you get this, you put it down on the field, and then you hit pitch stack with like 6 silver, and then you can pop it 3 turns in a row to like, okay, leave no witness is 4, and the opponent's like sink below, and you're like +1.
Yeah.
And then the next turn you're like surgical extraction for 4, and the opponent's like block 4, and you're like +1. And like it allows you to do like I stacked it this way, and then the opponent has some really weird like, or they could block at 5, and that's something like it's like the pummel effect of like
Yes.
if they're over blocking your attack because you have that reaction over it, you're feeling really good.
And that's why I don't think you pitch stack. I think because it stays on the field, right? I think you just have it on the field, and now all of your cards are potentially blocking for 5.
Well, and that's what I'm saying is like you pitch stack your deck and you play this when you get it. And when you hit pitch stack, that's when it's really strong.
Yeah, I agree.
That's why I'm like, that's why I think the card's really cool and interesting. It's just, I don't know. I think it's gonna be hard to see how good it actually is.
Okay. Next one. Let's see it.
The next one is red Tiger Trap. It is a 0/3 block Ranger defense reaction trap. One this defends attacking hero, and the attacking hero controls 3 or more attacks with greater attack than their base. Attacks they control can't gain this turn.
Can't gain power, yeah. It's super niche.
It's an LL card.
Yeah, it's an LL card. It's because like the only thing it really matters against is like Phi with Spreading Flames or what's that Draconic card that gives all Draconic chain links +1?
Rake the Coals.
Yeah, rake over the coals.
Rake over the coals.
And then they have to like
they have to have attacked you 3 times.
Yeah, not only do they have to attack you 3 times, but they have to have probably like I guess not. So I guess like if the third attack is higher than its base, this is already a 0 for 4, and in Riptide it will deal a 1. So like,
yeah, I don't know. I just think it's super niche in CC when it can trigger. So I think that's hard. I mean, if like Ninja becomes best deck, I could see it. If Phi becomes best deck, which he could become really strong, I could see it. But that's when like
I forgot that all the attacks have to have power greater than their base.
Yeah, that's the hard part.
Yeah.
And that's like LL, you have like Art of War. You have so many effects that give bonuses to everything. But
this would be disgusting against Dash.io, LLDO.
so I'm like, I don't think it makes it into a CC list. And if it does, it's because you have someone in your local meta that terrorizes you on Ninja.
Yeah, it's a very meta-dependent card. It's cool that they're giving Riptide these like super tech cards. But so many of them are just not going to be very playable because of it.
Yeah. But then moving on to the next one. Cheating Scoundrel. It's a red, 0 cost, 3 block pirate action. The next attack action card you play this turn gets +3 in wager with the defending hero. The winner creates a gold. The next time you would lose a wager this turn, instead you may discard a card. If you do, you win the wager.
Go again. And
Go
busted.
again, sorry.
Busted.
It is.
What is this card? Why is it a pirate card? You get 1 wager card in the entire Compendium of Rathe, and it's a fucking pirate card. What is going on? What is this? Are you serious, LSS? We don't get Betsy's log. We don't get any wager cards for Betsy or Olympia, but pirates get a wager card? Are you kidding me?
I think that's
And it's just such a good wager card too. It is strictly better than Money Where Your Mouth
is. The best wager card that we have.
It's literally the best wager card we have, but it's locked to pirates.
Yeah. And the characters that care about wager can't play the best wager card. Like, it's a good card. It lets you get +3 on your arrow, and you get a gold. No matter
I would rather LSS just say like these heroes are banned than to let us just exist in this world where we're just getting teased that they might be good in the future. Like, come on,
hey, we got a new wager card, guys. By the way, it's pirate. No, like, it's
so annoyed.
Yeah, I was like mind blown when I saw this. I'm like, well, there better be a wager generic that's good. And nope, never.
Nope, came. There's not. There's not.
Sorry,
I swear, if this was like our spoiler card, that would have been so funny. I don't know. I'd probably quit podcasting if they gave us this to us as a spoiler card.
But no, it's a good card. Like it allows all the pirates to get gold, which they want.
Yeah.
And like a lot of them have an out, like, oh no, I lost my wager, I'll discard my ally. Oh no, I lost my wager, I'll just create a hook off this gold and create a new gold. Yeah. Or maybe I have a card I wanted to discard anyways. Like, I think Puffin maybe uses it the worst, but like, I don't know, maybe you have a cog you didn't want to do anything with that turn and you discard that. Like,
well, so that's what I was gonna get into is it's so cool how it's designed because it's designed for every single hero, right? In Marlin, you have overpower, so you're just likely to hit wagers. In Puffin, you have these very tricky like +1 effects, so you're really likely to hit with your attacks. And then in Gravy, even if you don't hit, you can discard an ally to it to get the gold anyway. And I think I will say I think Gravy uses it maybe the worst because it says attack action card, and so you have to play.
It's also red.
It is also red. And funnily enough, Money Where Your Mouth is said just your next attack, so you could actually swing with an ally with the effect. Whereas this one is an attack action card. I do think this would be busted in Gravy if it was just attack. So it's probably better they did attack action card, but. It's cool that every pirate hero can benefit from the different parts of this card, or the benefit from this card in different ways. Yeah, super strong card. I wish it was generic. That's all I have to
say. Right. Moving on to the next one, we have Bubba Lubba Run Aground, which is a yellow 3-cost, 5 health, 1 attack pirate necromancer ally, and it enters the arena with a +1 counter. And you can action, pay 1, tap, attack, or you can action, remove a +1 counter from an ally you control, destroy an aura token.
Just Fang hate.
Yeah.
Really what it is. It's very expensive. Fang hate is the main problem.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's not that expensive, but it is pretty expensive.
I realized it says aura token. I was dooming over this card because like I thought it was just aura, and it's like, oh, Leyline. They're like, oh, Bubba Lubba, destroy Leyline. Nope, this maybe is as much worse than I thought it was. No, we don't need that.
Yeah, like I don't.
Aura tokens are strong enough for Gravy.
I don't see you destroying many aura tokens outside of fealty. Like, yeah, you can destroy a Seismic Surge and Valda. It could be worth it too. I can't think of any other aura tokens. In fact, actually, I meant to look up aura tokens to see if there were any other ones that I can think of. I guess you can destroy like a Blood Rot Pox or a Confidence token or like an Agility token against KO. There's actually some handful of ones that you could destroy.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I was just happy when, well, I thought it could destroy any token, and I was dooming. I'm happy to see.
Yeah. Like it might actually have some game into Hala to destroy flurry tokens too.
That's true.
But yeah, for the most part, it seems like Fang hate, and Fang is favored into Gravy, so it's a neat tech card for Gravy.
Cool. So moving on from that, the next one is Rune Snare. It's a red 0-cost, 2-block ranger action trap. Your next arrow attack this turn gets +3. Go again. Won this defense an attacking hero and has played an attacking hero has played or created 2 or more auras this turn. Destroy an aura they control.
Are the sigils and the Cilia auras?
Yes.
Okay. So that's kind of cool that you can destroy an Cilia aura with it.
I mean, I think that Riptide probably likes this. The more aggressive Riptide likes this because one, it's a trap, so it triggers your ability. But it's also a +3 non-attack that loads your arsenal for you. And so it's like I think it's actually a pretty alright card. I've seen some Rangers dooming it. Like, I don't know. I think it's alright.
Cool. Yeah,
I think
it's a nice
Rune
tech card.
Blades are strong. Like, you can block with this and destroy one of their like Malefics. Like,
well, see, now this one does destroy Leyline.
I know. I'm very sad to see it. But
this one does destroy Leyline, which is good.
The other thing, it's pretty good in the Balda.
Yeah, I mean, because the fact is, it's not an aura token; it's an aura, so you can destroy Leyline. You can destroy like Channel Millennium Tree. You can destroy what else? There's a lot of auras in the game now.
Channel Lake Frigid.
Frigid. Well,
the thing is, it has to create 2.
I mean, they could have made 2 Frostbites.
They could destroy Skybreaker in my Jarl list by doubling season. Devastating.
Yeah. I think it's very good. It's a very solid tech piece card. I think it's really good. It may not be like the best right now, but it's a very good tech piece card.
Well, and I think it's also just like it's a 0 for 3 buff.
Yeah.
On your next arrow, which is like fine in Riptide.
Yeah, that's the thing with all these cards. Like they're playable without their trap effect, but they also have the trap effect on the side.
Mm-hmm. So we've talked about fealty disruption and like all these cards that just really destroy auras in Fang. Like we've been talking about that all day. Let's just keep that in mind for the next spoiler.
Yep.
So the next one is Dynastic Diadem, which is a Temper 1 Draconic equipment. That's a little weird. Fealty tokens you control can't be destroyed by opponent's effects. If you control 3 or more fealty tokens, this gets +1.
Yeah, I mean that's good. It's effectively a direct answer to Verdance because they were getting scoured by Verdance.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's just a flat effect, like it's not like when this defends no longer the rest of the turn that happens or anything. It's just a flat effect. It was definitely like intended to be an answer to Scour, but it now has an answer. It's now an answer to like all these other aura destruction effects that are in the same set, which is pretty cool.
I think it's crazy that they printed this card.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. I think it's cool. It's rough that they had to print it, but it's good that it exists. And I do think that Fang will probably just have this card in the sideboard for the rest of the time.
I could see Fang mainboarding it because so many decks have aura destruction now. But it's like,
I mean, how many decks are really running aura destruction though? Is the thing.
So we'll get to the spoiler card, but like, there's a Guardian spoiler card that I was gonna put in my deck for Fang.
Yeah.
Because that's the only card that lets you win against Fang as Volda. And then they gave this headpiece, and I'm like, well, that card is textless.
Yeah.
I think it's very good. I think it's very good. And it's temper 2 when you have 3 fealty. Like, it's also just really good that way. Like, it's a really good card. Like, that's really all I can say. It's
honestly, yeah, it could just be mainboard for that reason alone, because it can block 3 if your opponent just doesn't have any of those effects.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right.
And Jarl feels even better to just -1 destroy the hell.
Yeah. There you go. You can get around as Jarl.
Yeah. But Jarl doesn't have any of the aura destruction is the problem.
All right, what's the next one?
The next one, Mind Meets Might. It is a red, 3 cost, 3 block, 7 attack, illusionist attack action. When this hits a hero, reveal their hand and discard all cards with 6 or more power. Then draw that many cards. And then they draw that many cards. And then it has Mirage on it.
Yeah, so this is pretty interesting. I think I don't know how good it will be in a future illusionist. Like Prism just doesn't run this because it just will never have Go again, and you just would rather run any Herald really. It doesn't have Phantasm, so that's like one reason you could run it, but that's about it. So it's just a future illusionist card.
On it.
Yeah, it was definitely intended as an enigma card, as like disruption, I guess. I don't know. It's funky. We'll see. We'll see how the next illusionist uses it. That's all I can really say.
I don't like that it's Guardian Hate and Illusionist.
It's like kinda Guardian Hate. You just draw that many cards, so it's like it just depends on your 6 power density and like if you're gonna miss because of it.
Right. But going on to the next one is Whispering Mist. It's a blue 0 cost instant, mystic instant. Until the end of turn, blue attacks with Ethereal. Get
Ephemeral.
+1. Ephemeral, sorry.
It's like an LL Zen card.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
I mean, it's a mystic card, so it's kind of LL inherently. But like the only hero that can really use this is Zen. I don't even know why it's just a generic mystic card. Because like Enigma will, I think, almost never use this. Maybe they can use this sometimes, but it doesn't block. Is the main problem.
New could use it, like.
I mean,
the thing about New is you can pitch stack this, and then when you do like I play 4 of your cards from Banish.
But what are the ephemeral attacks?
What if they what?
What are the I see what you're saying. You're
blue attacks.
Yeah, you're saying just the blue attack part of it.
So you like pitch stack, and then at the late game when you play the opponent's Banish zone, you just play this, and then everything gets +1.
I mean, yeah, but that's just not how the deck plays. Like, you just don't need to have extra power on those blue attacks. Once you get to that end game, you're already in a good spot.
You're already winning. Yeah. So that's why I'm like, I think that's why it's generic Mystic, because like it could be played that way. But...
yeah, it could. So it's nice that they like gave the option to other Mystic heroes. But yeah, it's just We'll see if we get a Mystic set that uses this card. That's all.
I hope it gets a hiatus like Ice has.
I can't wait for the new Mystic heroes. I think it'll be fun.
I can't wait for new Ice heroes.
Yeah, honestly.
Moving on. Touch of Reality. It is a illusionist equipment arms. Does not block. It's a pearl. Instant. X. Tap. This gets ward X until the end of turn. Destroy this at the beginning of your end phase.
Cool card.
So it gets ward however much you want to pitch into it.
Yeah, I mean it's very strong because it's basically turn all your blues into 3 blocks that get around dominate, confidence, overpower, all that kind of stuff. It's like and especially when you're a deck that wants to protect your board and your opponent's answers sometimes those evasion effects, then this is very strong into those types of decks.
It is very strong. It makes me really scared for Enigma when Enigma comes back.
Yeah, it'll definitely be a sideboard piece for Enigma whenever she's back.
The next card is Gentle Breeze. It is a red 0 cost 2 attack or 2 block 3 attack ninja attack action. Your other attacks have 1 base. Go again.
Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. This unlocks so many like very high tiger generating decks. Because it gives your Crouching Tigers 1 base. And a lot of times with those decks,
I'm like thinking, what is this card even good for?
Because basically one of the problems sometimes with those tiger decks is that you have all these tigers, but you don't have ways to actually get any value out of them. But you basically play this as your last real attack chain.
Then you just throw like 3.
You throw a ton of tigers, and then you can still throw Assault the Wound at the end, and it gets -1 basically off of this, and it's not a big deal.
Okay, yeah. That makes a lot of sense. So I saw Benji, which I mean, yeah, it's like a Benji card, but like I saw Benji on here. I'm like, I get it. Like Benji wants things to be a lower base, but why am I making my head jabs all one? Like that doesn't make it better.
Crouching tigers. That's the
no,
answer.
That's so good. Now.
This also notably makes that one new blue card that has like it's 0 power if it's blocked by a card your opponent, or you get to draw a card or something. It makes that now 1 power if you want to play that with it.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty strong. Okay. I like that. Yeah, that's pretty strong.
But anyway, cool card.
Because you do it on your mask, yeah. Okay, cool card. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Next one. Wind Cutter. It is a Blade Break 1 in Ninja Arms. Attack reaction. Pay 1. Search your deck for a shuriken item. Put it into the arena. Then shuffle. Activate this only if you've hit 2 or more times this combat chain.
What cool card?
It is an attack reaction for +1.
Yeah, cost 1, attack reaction +1. You get to block with it after you've played all your shurikens. It's definitely a Katsu card. Was that?
Yeah. I mean, technically, you don't have to pop the shurikens. You can just use it to stack shurikens.
That's true.
It could be a Benji card if we ever get an adult Benji.
I wanted adult Benji so bad.
I wanted so bad too. It like you play a spec where it's like, oh, you can't block with cards from hand because it's a 2 base, and then like the opponent blocks with their armor, and then you're like, I pop all the shurikens I've stacked. It's actually 5 in the reaction step.
Yep.
If you don't have anything else on it too, like
yeah. So cool card. It's interesting too in Katsu because you go like Kadachi. If they don't block them, then now this is online.
Yeah.
So you can kind of just like for the early turns go like Kadachi, grab a shuriken, play a 0 for 4, and chill, and like block out and chill until you get 3 shurikens out, and then now you're just like super hard to block for the rest of the game.
Oh yeah, and then Katsu can like do the bonds line. It's like bonds for 4. It could be bonds for 7, and it could turn off your hero text.
Yeah, exactly. Like you set this up. You spend your first 3 turns just setting this up, and then now the rest of the game, it's like basically impossible to block out. So I think it's a super.
I like it.
Yeah,
I like it. Next card, Lunar Mirage. It is a red 0 cost 3 block 3 attack illusionist attack action. One an attack action card with 6 or more attack defends this. This becomes a copy of that card. Go again.
This is a really cool anti-Guardian card.
Yeah. I mean, like, I was really worried when I read it for like the first time, and then I realized like, oh, it's just a 0 for 3 with go again. Like, I just don't block it. Has no text.
Well, it's actually interesting. So I think that's the main problem with it, is that it gives the opponent too much agency in how they want to deal with it. Because you said, you can either just not block it and it's just a 0 for 3, or you block it with like 2 cards. Let's say I have a full hand. You block it with like a blue 6 and just another card. It becomes a blue 6. It no longer has go again, right?
Oh, I didn't even think about that too.
Unless it keeps go again in Mirage. Like, I don't think it adds the effects. I think it just becomes that card, right?
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I think it just it becomes that card and loses go. Huh.
Yeah, so then it loses go again. So it gives you just too much agency, I think, for it to be particularly good. I could be very wrong about that. But like at the same time, one of the big things that you're trying to do as Illusionist into Guardian is find these ways to chip in damage. And so like I'm okay. I think that's part of the goal, is like this is dealing 3. Like if you just say no blocks, it's accomplished what it wants to do. But I think the main problem is like you can't really play this on a full hand if it works how I think it works, which is blocking 2 cards. It transforms, it no longer has go again, and that's it.
See, the cool thing you could do with this is like you have a hand, or like you play the hand and you play this with 1 more card in hand, where you're like asking the opponent, like, if you want to block this with a 6 and make it so I lose go again, I'll just arsenal this. Right. If you don't want to block this and take the 3, I'm going to throw another attack after it. Yeah. And then it's asking the question, and like even if you block it with a 6, like, do you want to block it with 2 cards so you don't take the damage? or are you going to block it with one card, still take 3 damage, and let me arsenal this? Like, all of a sudden, you're asking that question to, like, your opponent. Like, how do you want to deal with this? And that's the interesting part.
I think it would be really funny if there ends up being, like, a pummel illusionist in a Guardian build, where like, you throw this as the first chain link, your opponent thinks they got you by, like, blocking with a blue sanctioned into the card, then you pummel it.
That'd be so funny.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But yeah, definitely, like, I don't think it goes in Prism. I could be wrong about that. There could maybe be a reason to put it in Prism. But yeah, it's interesting. I think it gives your opponent too much agency if it works the way I think it does. Long story short.
Yeah. Next card. Art of the Phoenix War. It is a red, 1-cost, Draconic instant. As an additional cost to play this, discard a Phoenix Flame. Draconic attack action cards you control get +1 this turn. Draw 2 cards.
Busted?
It's so funny because right before this was spoiled, I was like talking to someone. I'm like, man, they could bring Art of War back and I would love it as Valda, but I don't think it'd be good for the game. And they're like, yeah, good thing they'll never do that. And then the next day they spoil Art of War.
Yep.
I was like, oh, crazy.
It is interesting because, like, unless you just naturally draw a Phoenix Flame or you have some way to get a Phoenix Flame on the first chain link that isn't too costly, it's kind of hard to get this on the first chain link.
I mean, the one thing you can do is, like, you can always, like, off of 5, just pull a Phoenix Flame. Like, at the very end of the turn, like, you could IP1 by keeping this, arsenaling this,
yeah, but then, like,
pulling a Phoenix Flame with,
you're like negating the effect of you're negating the benefit of drawing 2 cards because you're basically drawing one less card out of that, right?
The thing is, you, like, draw the Phoenix Flame. I guess you're right.
Like, obviously, you're, like, offsetting the damage on one turn for the next one, which is good into fatigue, but, like, yeah, like, that would be, like, if maybe against fatigue you play it that way, but outside of that, yeah, like, the fact you discard a Phoenix Flame, ideally what you'd want to do is, like, make 2 chain links, only pay 1 for the Phoenix Flame, and then discard it to this. But then, like, you have to have enough attacks after the fact. You're also losing an attack that would get +1 off of it by discarding the Phoenix Flame. It's interesting. It's very good.
There are a lot of... Yeah, it's very good. And I want to say there's a lot of cards that let you get Phoenix Flame, though. Like, you have Rise from the Ashes. You have the Flame Call Awakening. Like, you might just arsenal this and wait for you to draw, like, a Rise from the Ashes. And you play Rise from the Ashes, banish it, and then draw 2. And, like, that's where it gets, like, super strong. And, I mean...
Rise from the Ashes is the big one. Because the other one that you mentioned, I forget the name of it, is you have to play another red card that turn, I believe.
No. Oh, do you?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a requirement on it, right? I think it's you have to play another red card that turn. So that's be like the second chain link to get the Phoenix Flame tutor. But yeah, Rise from the Ashes is the big one. That's the big easy one to, like, get benefit off of it. But again, you're playing this card that's giving you you're basically -1 chain link that turn, so then you're reducing the effect of this again. It's obviously still good, but you're not, like, maximizing the effect. So it's interesting.
I mean, you could play the defense reaction too. That lets you at the start of your turn draw an extra card. So you stack it. Yeah. You like play defensive. You arsenal this, and then the turn you draw Rise from the Ashes, you banish 2 of them, draw a card, so you have a 5-card hand. Then
Spreading
you Rise from the Ashes.
Yeah.
Then do this. Yeah.
It's still very. I don't want to say it's not good. It's very good. But I like how it was designed to, like, not be absolutely busted.
I mean, and it's red too, so it's a downgrade.
Red instant that blocks 0, yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Or doesn't block at all, I should say.
Still good.
Still good. Still very good.
Like, we're talking it down, but this might be one of the best cards in the set.
Yeah. Like, I think Mercy Vickle put it best. This is the card that LLs Fi.
Oh yeah, it is. It is. Yeah. Fi has been sitting close to LL for ages. Yeah. This card LL Fi's. Yeah.
This is the Fi version of Dromide's Tome of Imperial Flame.
Yeah, but it's more consistent and it, like, it brings you back to how Fi was before.
If you're in the red line. But yeah. Anyway.
I guess that's fair.
Very good. Very good card.
Yeah, very good card. Next, we have Havoc Rat, which is a chaos chest that blocks 1. Battle worn. Action. Tap this, go again. If this is tapped, cards cost 1 less to play. This doesn't untap during your end phase. And this gets, at the start of your turn, destroy this.
Cool card.
Is a very cool card. I think it's like, 1, all cards cost 1 less, so your opponent's cards cost 1 less.
Like, how often is that mattering? Usually,
I don't know, but like, I don't think this will ever get played. But it's so cool.
Yeah.
The one thing that's really cool about it is if I'm the opponent and I tap your chess piece, I can gain all my cards on my turn cost 1 less. And then I don't know if I know there's a lot of tap cards, but I don't know if there's a way to tap the chess piece. But if I tap it, then my cards cost 1 less, and then at the start of your turn, you lose your chess piece.
So I know that there is a way to untap this because someone mentioned it in the spoiler channel. I'm trying to find what it was.
Wasn't it like tit for tat?
No, because that's a hero. Tap's a hero.
If I it does search up tap.
Yeah, you can search tap. There is a way to do it. I just don't remember what it is. Or is it untap? Maybe it's untap is what I'm trying to look for. That is what it is. Untap. Oh, it's the amulet. It's Pearl Amulet.
Oh,
Action, destroy this, untap target permanent, go again. So basically, you can use this effect twice in a game if you're also running Pearl Amulet. Let me pull that up. But I don't know if there's any way to like for the opponent to tap this.
The black amulet. I forget which one it's called. I think right.
Oh
no, it's tap all heroes and allies. Never mind.
Yeah, that was only heroes and allies.
Target ally.
Yeah, I don't think there's a single way for your opponent to tap your chess piece.
But that would be so cool if they.
It would be cool. It would be cool, but it would also kind of suck if it happened to you. You'd be like, "Well, this is terrible. My opponent's using my equipment."
Yeah, it would suck, but I would enjoy it as the opponent.
But yeah, like you can do like some weird Pearl Amulet shenanigans to like get twice use out of this. I agree though. I think that the funky thing about the card is that you almost have to build your deck to use it effectively, and
I mean, you could just do this on a hyperinflation turn and negate the hyperinflation effect.
Which again is like, why would you do that over running like an actual chess piece and other cards?
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. It's very situational. I think there might be a build that can use it, but it would be tough for it to compete with like Tunic or Blood Splattered Vest or any other cards that are generating resources for you.
Yeah. So there's no way for you to tap it yet, but that sounds like it would be fun if we can.
Yeah.
And then there is Tigrine Reflex. There's no E there. It's Tigrine Reflexes, which is a red 0 cost 2 block 3 attack. Combo. If Crouching Tiger was the last attack this combo chain, it gets +1 and go again. Attack reaction. Discard this. Target ninja attack gets +1. Create a Crouching Tiger in your hand.
Busted.
Pretty good.
Busted.
It's a 0 for 4. Like, that's
very strong in any kind of Crouching Tiger build. Very, very strong.
And then, then we got. I'm gonna skip the Judge Pack stuff for now.
Okay.
Then we have Reaping Wave, which is a cloaked Mystic Equipment Arms that blocks 3. Pay 3. Turn this face up. You may return a defending blue action card from its attack action card to its
Rippling Wave.
Rippling Wave. Sorry, I don't think I read any of that correctly. And it has Blade Break 3.
Blade Break 3. Instant pay 3 chi resources. Turn this face up. You may return defending blue attack action cards that you understand. So it's interesting. So you're basically trading a chi for a card in your a card that's on the defending a defending card. And this has Blade Break 3.
Blade Break 3 is insane. Like,
you're basically
crazy.
So yeah, you're trading a chi for blocking 3 arms and putting a card that's defending it back into your hand. a blue attack action card specifically. Very good. I think this is super good. The only downside is that it has to be to get the full effect. Your opponent has to attack at least twice, right? Because the first chain link you would need to block with a card, and then the second chain link onward you'd be able to do.
You could just activate it one turn, and then the next turn you can block 3.
It's not like the other effects. Oh, yeah. Oh,
yeah.
That's way better. That's so good.
Yeah. It's so good.
That's so good. I said
Blade Break 3 is crazy.
That's insane. Okay, yeah, this is insane. There are so many arm options for like the next Enigma. That's crazy.
Oh, that's so good. I'm glad Enigma's getting so much.
Honestly, this might be almost better for new. This is definitely like a very strong new card. But new's gone, so RIP.
Thank God. Anyways, moving on, we have Gloves of Azure Wave, which is a pirate equipment arms that blocks 0, and it has Arcane Barrier 1. I guess there's other attacks. High Tide, if there are 2 or more blue cards in your pitch zone, this gets +3 in Blade Break.
I'm trying to think of like a situation where you'd have 2 or more blue cards in your pitch zone, and you'd want to have Blade Break 3.
In the Rune Blades, when they stack against you, you can pay to 6 Arcane and block 3 physical.
Okay.
So when they birthday cake you, this is insane.
That's true. That is true.
Man, I wish I had that glove.
That's it. Yeah. Okay. So it's good. Yeah, it's good into Rune Blades where you'd want to pitch 2 blues to stop something. You could also, funnily enough, well, no, you can't. There's some D-reacts you can use too, like if it's like unmovable or something, and you have like immovable plus something. I'm trying to think of like what defense reactions would cost more than 3. Greater or equal to. We'll do greater than 3 actually. I don't think there even are any. Are there?
I don't know if there's any.
Yeah.
Like.
Not outside of Guardian anyway.
Yeah, I mean Guardian has a bunch, but that's not pirate.
Yeah, but like Puffin can just never use that effect unless it's like pitching to Rune Chance.
Well, and that's on like I think it is just an Arcane Barrier 1 arms.
Yeah.
And then if it's a Rune Blade, like they try and birthday cake you. Like
yeah, it's just Rune Blade, I guess, is all it is.
But it's really good in a Rune Blade is the thing.
Yeah.
I think it's really good in a Rune Blade.
Actually, is there a world you could use this against like Jarl? Probably not, huh?
I mean, if you're doing a defense reaction, like if you're doing unmovable and Jarl gives you a frostbite, like
that's what I'm thinking, right? Like you unmovable with a frostbite, and now this is like a blade break.
The other thing is it doesn't have blade break, so you can just continuously block with this.
That's true.
And it only gains it if you pitch 2 blues.
But again, this is competing for the other arms that make gold on hit. So it's just some more. I don't know why they gave us multiple pirate arms, but it's cool. I guess
I don't know.
It exists.
So moving on from that, I'm gonna skip that card for now. But Templar Spellbane. It is a battle 1/1 warrior head equipment. And it says instant, destroy this. Prevent the next 1 arcane damage that would be dealt to you this turn. If you've activated a weapon this turn, instead prevent the next 2.
Very good. Very good helmet.
It should say arcane barrier and have that extra effect, but you know.
I mean, it's just in addition to arcane barrier.
Well, it doesn't have arcane barrier. It's battle worn 1.
No, I know, but like it's like you run arcane barrier alongside of it is what I'm saying. But like it's effectively against any hero that does mixed damage. It's a like block 3 helmet. Well, sorry, actually that's not true. They have to do arcane on your own turn. 2 arcane on your own turn.
Against wizards, it prevents 2 damage.
Yeah.
Against.
I mean, it can also
it blocks 1.
It's like spell void 1 against like the next Aurora when they have the D react that does an arcane.
Yeah.
So like you can stop that on a CLV turn too. It's like Battle Worn 1, Spell Void 1. Also against any hero, any non wizard hero too.
Yeah.
I think it'll be useful against wizard mostly, obviously, but it's very niche.
It's a card.
It's a card. So many warrior helmets
to put it in your
this set.
What?
So many warrior helmets this set.
Right.
All right.
And then next, there is Glory Plate, which is the revered equipment chest. It blocks 0, and it has Guardwell. And this gets +1 for each toughness token that has left the arena.
I mean,
that's pretty strong in Tough Nut. Create like 3 toughness. This is a block 3 Guardwell. It's also Guardwell, so it's like, oh, I blocked 2 this turn. Oh, I created 5 toughness tokens. I blocked 5 this turn. Like, you can,
yeah.
Like, I think Tough Nut loves this, and I think it helps with the wider matchups.
I think it is funny that like especially in like the Fatigue Pleiades list, you're running Diggin and the boots. And so you could theoretically have 6 toughness tokens pop on a turn. I will say the only thing is that like you're like kind of getting outside of the decks that go really tall, like super tall, it's hard to get a ton of good value out of it.
I don't know if Pleiades wants to run this either over Tunic.
Exactly. That's the thing is like it's competing for Tunic and other strong chess piece slots.
So I'm like, I could see it being a Tough Nut card.
Yeah. And in the right meta, you might have this in the sideboard. I think it's just fine. I think obviously it can be very strong, but I think it's honestly just fine.
The next spoiler, Farflight Longbow. It is a ranger weapon. It has instant pay 1, tap an arrow from your put an arrow from your hand face up in your arsenal. Your arrow may target any opposing hero or ally.
I read this card and I was like, wait, am I missing something? Can we already do that? And then I was quickly informed it's for UPF. UPF support in 2026. Literally just a UPF card.
Yep.
That's it. Nothing else special about it.
That is it.
That is it.
Crazy.
I don't know why they couldn't have made this UPF support that also is kind of cool for something else. Like, have it do something for other situations. Like literally anything. Like maybe you can opt one, or maybe you can put a card on top of it, like from I don't know. Like have it do something else. Have it be useful outside of just UPF. I don't know why they spent all this time and effort on this card just for UPF and not like give it some other additional effect. But anyway, my rant's over. Bad card.
Yeah. The next card that we have is Temporal Wobble, which is a red 0 cost wizard instant. Negate target non-attack action card with cost less than the number of aura permanents you control with sigil in their name. Its controller gains an action point. We already thought that Acilio was going to be busted.
Why?
It's so good.
It's so good.
And like the other thing is like,
here's the nutty spot, by the way. I think this is potentially the best spot you can play it. Is your KO opponent casts Blood Rush Bellows. They discard a card as an additional cost. You play this, negate it, they get an action point. Cool. You just stopped the whole Blood Rush Bellows, and they paid an extra card for it.
Yeah. They paid 2 cards to play Blood Rush Bellow, and nothing happens. The other thing is like, decks. I have been putting Amulet of Echoes in to counter the deck, to counter Acilio. I'll just negate Amulet of Echoes. Sure. I'm a Guardian. I spent my entire turn to hold my disruption. Tear asunder. Negate. Like, what is this card?
I mean, to be fair, it would be hard for them to negate Tear asunder because it has to have a cost less than the number of sigils you have.
That's fair.
But a lot of these cards, like you said, like Amulet is just a 0 cost. So having one sigil, which Acilio often does, they just play the Arcane Shelter sigil. So they just always have at least one sigil out. So it's super easy to negate any 0 cost, and it's not that hard to negate any 1 cost.
And I mean, if you're running the like instant that lets you opt, or like that creates 3 sigils opt, like you can negate anything. Like there's you always have a sigil up, and then all of a sudden you're like, I create this. Now I get to I don't care that I'm opping next turn. I'm just destroying whatever non-attack action you throw.
Is there an equipment that makes those sigil of what they're called, like sigil of foresight or something?
I think it's like the headpiece.
Headpiece. When this defends, or no, when this leaves the arena, create a sigil of fate. Sigil of fate. That's what it is.
Sigil of fate.
So not really.
Yeah,
it's like set it up a bit. I guess it is an instant. The future sight card is an instant, but
how is this? I don't know. I still think it's crazy. And the best thing about it is it's an instant. So if it doesn't work for some reason, Acilio can just discard it and draw a new card.
Yep.
Like what?
Yep.
What?
Yep. It's a tech piece that they can just ditch. Like the fact that it's a 0 block is not that relevant at all for Acilio. Like they just cycle it. I don't know. This is pretty crazy.
How is this printed?
This is crazy.
Yeah.
But anywho, let's move on. Discussing card for Acilio.
Next, Helm of Safe Haven. When this defends, reveal the top card of your deck. If it's an attack action card, put it on this chain link defending as a defending card and discard a card. Generic headpiece that Blade Break do.
The fact that it's generic, it makes it pretty cool.
Yeah.
You can basically it's like evasion. Evasion counter. So like if your opponent's attacking with Dominate and you're a very high attack action card deck, you can block with this, like basically block for 5.
The other cool thing about it is if the deck goes super duper wide, you can block everything and then just block this on the last chain link and then block off that as well.
Yep. If you're blocking with your whole hand anyway, this can block. This can basically block for an extra card. Yeah. Cool card. I like it.
Cool. I like it. And then last but not least, at least from the spoilers I can tell, before we get into like the spicy antiquity stuff and all that extra stuff, Seismic Shift. It is a red 0 cost 3 block guardian action. As an additional cost to play this, tap X Seismic Surge tokens you control. Destroy X target or tokens. Go again. Wow, this card's so good. Imagine all the fealty I can destroy with this. And
oh yeah.
Oh wait. Okay, it's unplayable.
Yeah. I mean, that's if they're running, obviously, which they might not. But it's only aura tokens, so it's like Rune Chance, fealty. What else?
I mean, I could end the Valdemir.
Yeah, other seismic surges.
Destroy the seismic surges that the other Valda has created.
What else? I mean, is there anything else that's really relevant?
I mean, it's fine. Like, I think if like an aura deck is best deck in meta, like that's a really good card, and it'll make it in the list.
The problem is like it's hard for you to have like outside of you can tectonic plate to get 1 seismic surge, right? And then maybe if you have like promising terrain, you have 2, but and then you have like the instant that can make 3 seismic surges. But outside of that, it's kind of hard to have the seismic surges to tap, right?
Nothing else taps the seismic surge. I actually think this card is
super. Just having them before you play the card is what I'm saying.
Oh, I mean, that's true. That's really true. Actually, that's a really good point.
Yeah, that's the main problem I've seen with it is like a lot of like especially with Valda, you get with Leyline, you get the seismic surge after you play your card, but then you don't have the action point to play this card. So like you can get 1 guaranteed off tectonic. Well, then it is go again, which is nice. It's just hard to get more than like 2 seismic surges to play this. And
I thought this was for some reason I thought this was a blue the first day of this card, and I was like, wow, this card's so good. Like, I can't believe they printed this. Like, not that I can't believe it, but I'm like, this is good. This is a really good card. Like, and then I saw it was red. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I also wouldn't be able to believe that they printed in blue. That'd be too good.
I'm like, wow, they printed a playable blue with Go again.
Right.
Like that's crazy. It's not a blue. It's a red. I don't even think it would be too good. Like, it would just be something that's in the list that sometimes you do something with. Like, oh,
Yeah.
it's against Rune Blades. I could destroy this as a blue, but no. I don't know. It's a card.
It's a card. Yeah.
It's a card. Like, again, I think in some metas it will be stronger than others. Like, I mean, if Vincent becomes best deck, it's just a good card because I can really fuck with their like
It's actually good. Yeah, it's good in event set. That is true.
Yeah, it's like, oh, okay, like I'll create a seismic search, destroy Rune Chant, and they're like, my entire turn doesn't work anymore.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm like, sure, if Vincent becomes best deck, it's good. If Fang doesn't have his helmet, it's good. If Volda becomes best deck, I think that's also good.
I mean, to be fair, there's a world where even when the Fang runs the helmet, they're like they get to their 3 fealty, they block with the helmet twice on your attacks, and then they don't have it anymore, so you can destroy the fealty afterward.
And that'd be really cool if this card was a blue.
Yes,
but it's a red, so
that is true.
I have to play it when I get it.
Yeah, and then they like the one when you block with it, the first one, then they're like, oh, I'm just never gonna block with the helmet a second time.
You know what makes this card better? The new hammer, because I can pitch a red and a blue to hammer for 5. And then I can pitch stack it.
True. Yeah, interesting card. Yeah. They made it red, so it kind of sucks.
Cool. And then do we just want to generically talk about like antiquity packs?
Is that all the spoilers?
Yeah, that's at least all the spoilers I could find that we didn't talk about. There might be 1 or 2 more, but whatever.
Let's see. You skipped over some. I assume that you skipped over ones that
Well, I went back to it, I think.
Oh, I see. Okay. Let's do the Judge Pack first. The Judge Pack has a cold foil Tome of Divinity, which is banned, so it's kind of funny. They have a full art Marvel, the Librarian Magister of History, which is one of the light adjudicator heroes. They have a cold foil Inverter's Night Cowl, which is the Slippy chess piece, army deck chess piece. A cold foil Iris of the Blossom, which is the Ira headpiece, the Edge of Autumn head, or the Whirling Mist Blossom headpiece,
which is pretty cool.
Yeah, which is really cool. And I don't know if there's anything else. It's only like 4 cards.
It's the only cards I've seen. I'm sure there's more cards, but
it's cool. And then
nothing crazy.
We got spoiled that there are a ton of full, or rather, Marvel young heroes in Compendium of Rathe, which are sick. By the way,
that's so cool.
Really cool.
I'm happy that they like did that. Like a lot of heroes that people want to play, they reprinted them young with.
Yeah, they're all the older ones that did before they started making Marvel young heroes. So really cool hits that you can get in Compendium. I think from what I can tell so far, the pull rate on them might be a little higher than expected too. Like they might not be that rare, which is also really cool because just having these I want to have
so many that it's like
so
something many. It's something that like it's got to be high, otherwise it's gonna be impossible to find the one you want.
Yep. And then we don't have like a traditional Fable in this set, but what we have instead is it's the Antiquity Pack 000, which is a Marvel New Art E-Strike, which looks amazing, by the way.
Max rarity Volda got even more expensive.
Yeah.
it's cool. I like it a lot.
Yeah. And then the most exciting thing for me, we got some tournament pack cracks because people are earning them already in the Calling London when they drop, I guess, or something.
Well, isn't it if you just I thought it's if once you sign up for the event you get it.
Oh, is that what it is? Is it a participation pack?
Yeah, I think it's just a participation pack.
That's even better. That means they're more common, which is amazing. So you see these tournament packs, they are I meant to look into exactly when you get them. I know for sure you get them in the Callings. I don't know if there's any other like lower events that you get them in. Probably the showdowns. It sounds like they're participation packs, but I think you might get more copies if you make like top 16, top 32, and so on. Or sorry, top 16, top 8, and whatnot. They have 2 cards in them. One is an art card that is cold foil, and then the other one is a full art cold foil, like playable card. So far we've seen Staunch Response in Rainbow.
So cool.
Gorgeous. So cool. Zipper Hit Blue. Absolutely gorgeous. I need a playset. If it's all color Zipper Hit, I need full. These are full art Zipper Hits. They're so cool. They're amazing. And we've seen Flick Flack, and Warrior's Valor, and I heard something about Mauvrion Skies, but I haven't seen a picture of it yet.
So in the purple channel, there's Mauvrion Skies, there's Wild Rise, there's Spears of Surreality, nice. There's Shred, there's Emeritus Scolding, there is Infecting Shot.
What? Oh my god, there's so many cool cards in there then.
Yeah, it's so cool.
So I just want to put out there, this is exactly what I was hoping for. Like, I think it was like 6 months ago or something. I was like, we need these, like, they need to make these full art cards as tournament pricing to like fill out that buffer. This is perfect. These are amazing. They're so cool. They're so cool.
I need the red staunches so bad.
What, it looks bad?
No, I need them.
Oh, so you need it. I thought you said it is. I need the zipper heads. It's so cool. I can't. This is exactly what I've been hoping for. Like, these ways to bling out the decks. By the way, the zipper hit, it says boost with no reminder text. Amazing.
No reminder text.
No reminder text boost. Phenomenal. I can't wait for like there just be so many like the decks to be so blinged out with all the ways that they're letting us like they're upgrading these cards. Such a cool
and I think
upgrade.
This is like the best way to do it. Just like, hey, here's just like a random card that's a full art Marvel, and it's like, well, like you don't have to get them. You don't have to get them. But it's like, if you like want to bling out your deck, it gives you the opportunity to pay more, and that's where I'm like, I want the expensive cards to be those cards. Those
exactly.
Like
yes,
and it's like. And one, this set's great because of all the reprints too. But it's like I want the expensive cards to be the bling cards, and it's like well, I've just got a regular staunch response. That's 5 cents. Like anyone could do that. Like,
yeah, that's the one downside of this is I wish that these were like it's cool. These are commons because these are participation pack cards. I want them to start doing this with the actual hits in a box, and make it so that like the Majestics are all like very cheap. But then you have these full art Majestics that are the real hits.
I mean, slowly it feels like things have been moving that direction.
Yes, exactly. Which is
great. I think
it's
just like doing it is a lot. Like I think just anything you do, like taking these steps to like, okay, here's a generic version for every single card. Here's a rainbow foil version for every single card. Here's the Marvel version for all the Majestics. Here's the, it's like it's probably a big step to do that, but that's really cool that they're like taking these steps every single set.
Yeah, I'm just impressed that they have these like the arts to be able to do these full arts for it. Like it wasn't.
Yeah. You
don't have to like crop it in a weird way or nothing so far as from what I can tell.
So cool.
Yeah, so very very cool. Honestly, I'm more excited about those than I am the set. The set is great, by the way. I don't want to like say that I'm disappointed in the set, but I'm so excited about these tournament packs. Phenomenal upgrade.
That just looks so good.
It looks so good.
They look so good. It's crazy. And like you get to like see the art in a way you never really like been able to before. Like you get the full art. It's like no border, nothing obstructing it. It's like it's so cool. It's so cool.
So cool. But yeah, is there anything else you want to talk about? We've been streaming for a bit. This is 2 hours and 15 minutes. No.
Oh wow. I think we've covered most everything.
All right. How about as a question for the audience, what are you most excited about from the new set? Now that we have all like I think we have every single spoiler now. Unless we're missing anything. I don't think we are missing anything. So what is your favorite thing from the new set? Let us know in the comments below, whether on YouTube or on Spotify. And with that, I'm Cody.
And I'm Jacob.
And thanks for watching and listening.